Veronica Brill for our 2040 Omaha game tonight. I'm really excited about it. But first, before we get started, I wanted to come in here because I've been noticing, like, since we've launched our YouTube channel, maybe not as many live views, but a lot of people are coming in afterwards and checking it out. So we want to take an opportunity at the beginning of our show for our YouTube audience to tell you about some special events and promotions that are coming up here. I mean, we have something unique, special, a special event going on here at Stones every single weekend from now all the way to the end of February. So I just want to walk you through it, give you a little bit of a visual. We're going to leave them up on the screen for you so that as you're planning out your poker month for January and February, we want to make it super easy for you watching this video to know what everything is. So we're going to put it right up there for you. We're going to start right here with the No Puppies for Hussies tournament. A lot of fun. It's going to be a charity event to raise money for a great cause that I'm a big fan of, to help spay and neuter homeless pets and help keep down the homeless pet population. So you see right over here, I'll hold it for you. We got a flyer there. On the left, you can see there, No Puppies for Hussies. So come check that out. Another event next Friday, 1 week from today. I'm really excited about this one. We have a couple seats left in our $1,100 buy-in single table sit and go. That's up there right now too. So that's this coming Friday, 1 week from today. 7 seats remain. It's first come, first serve. Head over to the saloon cage, lock up your seat. We stream it. We actually start streaming next Friday at 5:30. Play starts at 5. It's a lot of fun. We've upgraded the structure, added extra levels, 100,000 in chips, 30-minute levels. We're paying the top 3 spots in that. And then don't forget, 2 days after that, on the 28th of January, our 30K guaranteed last Sunday tournament's coming up. And then right after that, the following Sunday, the biggest Super Bowl game of the year on February 4th, we start at 3:30 right with the game. It's going to be, I believe, Patriots and the Vikings, I've heard, playing that day. Every time a team scores a touchdown, right here, the big game tournament, every time a touchdown scored, every single tournament table gets a $50 cash pot splasher. Every time a field goal is scored, every tournament table gets a $25 cash pot splasher. It's a lot of fun. This is the 4th year we've done this event at Stones. It's a $125 buy-in. You guys are going to love it. Just a couple days after that, from the 7th to the 11th, the Battle of the Ages, 50,000 guaranteed. It's the young players versus the older players. We combine on day 2. We got 2 card player poker cruises to give away. And then, as if that wasn't enough, from February 19th to the 22nd, check these out. We got Jonathan Little here. Really excited about this. And you can see right after here on Jonathan Little Week, the very first event of Jonathan Little Week on the 19th, President's Day, 300 buy-in, win the Button Bounty Edition tournament. $100 bounties. You win the pot, you win the button. Stones Live final table with Jonathan Little. Very exciting. And last but most certainly not least, February 25th, we also have, I forgot, the 23rd, another single table sit and go, the last Friday of every month on Stones Live, and then the 25th, a last Sunday event. So every single weekend from now to the end of February, something huge is coming, and I wanted to make a special announcement tonight. We're just finalizing this. We're super excited. She's going to be talking about it too. But coming in March for the 19th, the 5-5 no limit game, Vanessa Cade will be right here in the Stones Live booth doing commentary. And on the 21st, should be playing in the Veronica and Friends game. Very excited. Take a screenshot of that right there. I'll get out of the way for you. Take a screenshot. That is all the special events coming up between now and the end of February. Don't miss out. And now I'm going to turn you over to Veronica and Master C coming in here, and they're going to walk you through what is looking like a pretty fun 2040 Omaha high-low game. Thank you for listening to me, and here's the real commentators. You guys enjoy the show.
All right.
Oh my gosh, we have everything like on the screen.
Man, look at all this.
What is up, everybody?
What is going on?
Welcome to Stones Live Poker.
Yes.
My name is Veronica Brill. With me is
Chris Glasgow.
Stack.
It sounds so weird, right?
It's Mustache.
People are like, what is this Chris nonsense?
We are streaming live tonight on Twitch and YouTube, but we will be in the Twitch or the YouTube chat. Pardon me, I'm so used to Twitch.
Right.
So
It's a big change.
Join us in the YouTube chat. Tonight is 2040 Omaha 8. That's my favorite game. Is it one of your favorites?
It's grown on me a lot. You know, I think this and Plo 8 are really starting to kind of battle it out for my number 2 spot.
The one reason why I'll pick Limit 08 over Plo 8, Yellow 8, for those of you not knowing the game, is the fact that with PLO 8 you make more smaller decisions. You're basically not gonna potentially hang yourself in your stack. You can. I think the game, the mistakes are smaller, and so you're not losing as much at one time.
Right.
So I enjoy making smaller decisions over a longer period of time rather than like 5 really big decisions that could like potentially kill my stack.
Right.
Zoe Zhang, what's up? Nice to see you. Terry Ma, is this PLO? It's 08, limit 08, so it's a 2040 08. Baluk 031, what's up? 08 is the best. LO8?
LO8.
Balok says, outside the live streams, how frequently does 612, 816, 1020, or 2040 low 8 run as stones? Actually, every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday we run a 612, and it's starting to become almost every day.
Right.
So I know that's the game that I come and play. We run it every day at 2 o'clock on Saturday, Sunday, and then Wednesdays we start it at 5. Because people have to work because the PLO or 08 doesn't pay the bills, apparently.
But for some people, it's starting.
Unless you're retired. So let's go down to the table and let's introduce the players tonight. I love it, low 8, limit Omaha 8. C1, Todd. Todd is actually a really nice guy. He played in my Veronica and Friends, and ex-military, pretty smart. Big fan of Christopher Hitchens. Nice. So hey, if you're a fan of Christopher Hitchens, we can hang. So Todd's a pretty cool guy. Hopefully he'll give some action and get some action. Seat number 2, Una. She plays a lot. I'm surprised she's in the live stream. She never wants to go to the live stream.
Really?
Have you ever played with her?
No, I've never played with her.
She's like, oh no, I'm not gonna play in the live stream. Oh no. I'm like, come play in the live stream. No, I'm gonna play in the live stream. So she's here tonight. Miracles have been known to happen. Thank you, 5-Bet Jesus.
Right.
Seat number 3, one of my favorites, Antonio. Antonio is the strong, silent type. He will give action. He's very sweet, kind, but really quiet. I really like him. He's a solid, good guy. Seat number 4, that's the Veronica C. Brendan. Wow,
that's
Brendan
a
looks
good picture. That's
pretty miserable. Brendan hates his life, hates his wife, hates his dog, truck won't start, and that hat, I don't know. Seat number 5, Gene. Gene was in my Omaha 8. We did an 816 full kill. And apparently he's a lot of action. I've played with him twice now. I haven't seen it. Gene, quit knitting sweaters. Okay. Seat number 6 is Brandon W. Look how happy Brandon looks there.
That's a good picture. Nice, upright, ready to play.
Ready to play. Do we have all the lists of the guys?
No.
Seat number 7, Tony E. Another Tony. Antonio and Tony. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be the battle of the Tonys tonight. Tony is here in C7. Seat number 8, Lawrence. I have not seen Lawrence before, but he looks like he could play a star in Goodfellas.
Yeah, he's someone that I'm probably not going to want to mess with too much.
Forget about it.
You know, if he says he's going to make a phone call after we get into a big pot, I'm going to worry about it.
No, tell me how I'm funny. Tell me how I'm funny. No, am I like a clown? Am I that kind of funny?
He's not.
Tell me how I'm funny. I got you. And seat number 9, the notorious Sally.
We all know
Sally is a regular in my OA game. She's also a friend of mine, and she's also a lot of fun. We went bowling with her, did we not?
Yeah, it's a great time. And actually, I came down and was talking to her a little bit before the stream started, and it's no longer an 08 stream if Sally's not in it.
Yeah.
I think that's a contractual rule with the state that we have.
Yeah, we can't run it without her because she is Bae. She's the Stone Bae.
That's right.
So, what time is it? 1 more minute, and the cards will be in the air for us to see. And you drove all the way up here
Yes.
from St. Helena?
No, Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
And battled traffic the entire way. A 2-hour trip took me almost 4 hours.
And it was worth every moment because
Absolutely.
you're sitting next to me right
Absolutely.
now. And normally we're not sober sitting next to each other. Tonight,
I don't know how we're gonna handle this.
I don't know, like, can you even stand like listening to my voice when you're sober?
I'm gonna find out.
Okay. A lot of
If
men
anything, I'll
last like a
I'll
day or
switch.
two.
I got earpieces I can switch.
A lot of men last a day or two at the most listening to me. The speakers above the table have been switched out to a more fancy, you know, they can pick up a lot of stuff. So we can potentially hear the table talk tonight. Maybe we can like let them chat it up and hear what they're saying. I'd love to make up the players.
Yeah, I really like listening to table talk. I do wonder if this group looks like they're going to be a little bit more of a quiet bunch.
Okay, so we need to send them shots. Omaha
Absolutely.
day players need to loosen up and have fun.
Yes. I mean, and that's one of the great things about Omaha, is you're going to be playing more hands. It's going to be more of a social game, because like I said, you're going to be making smaller decisions, so you're not at every point worried about your entire stack just being ripped from your hands.
Yes, I agree.
And this is a great game where you can just, get everybody to be 5-bet blind and get it in.
Well, that's your job.
Yeah.
That's your job. 5-bet blind man right here. We were actually talking about you in the live stream, my last live stream. So you can straddle in this game also. And on the Stones live table, you can run it up to 3 times.
Which creates quite a messy situation, but it's also fun. Especially running it 3 times in a split pot game, that creates a lot of work for the dealers, but they're up to it.
Nothing they can't handle.
No, yeah, they're definitely pros at this.
So typically in a 08 game, we count chips, like how many chips it is to call. Tonight we'll probably be doing the 20-40 thing. Queen 10-8 on the flop. It looks like Lawrence flops the nut flush draw. Backdoor, second nut, low draw. Bets 20. Sally calls 20. She has an ace king for well, she's kind of wrapped around that Broadway.
Yeah.
I didn't see what the turn was. 3 of
3.
diamonds. Can't see what Gene's got. Maybe he's picked up a diamond draw. 7 on the river. Ace 3 looks like it could be the best low right now. And he does have aces. Sally's got a 10. Lawrence might be scooping this. Aces with ace 3.
And still interested to see what Gene's turning over if he is.
Oh, Sally's got 2 pairs. Sorry, 2 pair on the river. Why? Oh yeah, his 3 is counterfeited. My bad. My bad. 3 is counterfeited. He did not have a live ace.
Yeah, and Gene actually had the ace 4 low.
Oh, perfect. Oh yeah, and he picked up the flush draw on the turn.
Right. Hey, there's my shoulder. And my bald head.
Yes.
I was like, as soon as they turned the hand over, I was like, hey, I remember this hand.
Mr. Smiley, what's up? Welcome to Stones Live Poker. Nice to see you. Balok says counterfeited. Yeah. Sorry, lots of cards.
And it's our first hand in. We got to hit the
It's my
ground. We
first
got to
time.
stretch a little bit.
Give me a break. I'm a special girl. Don Fudo says the dealer's an assassin on the basketball court. There is actually a big pickup game that happens here on Tuesdays. It usually starts at noon. All the poker players and dealers and stuff go play basketball in Roseville, and the game's starting to get really big.
Nice. And
apparently there's a few really good players. So Antonio, you can see him rubbing the cards on the reader. That's because I sat next to him and I was like, Antonio, put your cards on the reader, put your cards on the reader. because he never puts his cards in the reader. But
Right. And I don't know if the rubbing it helps. I think, it's just more just set
that's
it
for
on
luck.
the.
That's
Oh,
for luck.
okay, yeah. Well, and I understand that. Yeah, I like to hit my cards a little to kind of flatten out the curves. So more aces and sevens, those kind of things.
You're killing
it
me,
works.
Antonio raises to 40, gets Brendan and Sally to call. Deuce 3-4. Sally's got a live ace. She does right now have an ace-6 for the low.
Yeah.
Brendan has 2 pair. Sally needs a 5 for a straight.
And Antonio raised.
Can't see what Antonio's got, even though he's rubbing his cards on the reader.
So Antonio raised from the big blind, so I would assume he has a pretty good high-low type of hand.
Brendan also flopped
Flush draw.
third nut flush draw, and there it is. But the board is paired. But I didn't see anyone make any moves on the turn, so it wouldn't bother me. Oh, Antonio has a nut flush. Oh, sickness. The sickness.
And Sally has the best low with the ace-6. And Brandon with his 2 pair and flush draw.
I guess the board's
good.
paired with 2 other people in the pot. Antonio didn't want to raise, didn't want to get too crazy, or he let out, right?
Yeah,
And then
he-
Brandon and Sally called.
Yeah, and I think leading out there, especially big blind's fine because I think a lot of times it's just going to get checked through, and I mean I don't know that you really want to check raise that hand either.
I would check raise a hand because of the turn when the board paired, no one did anything.
Right.
There's where I would check raise, unless they were, I don't know. I would check raise, and if I got re-raised, I'd hate it and probably just call because I'm a sicko. But depending on how the hand played out, I think a fold would be okay there if you check raise and then get re-raised. I think a fold's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have an emergency low.
Right.
Scott Schlen. Hi, Veronica. Hi. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat.
What's going on, Mr. Smiley? The Brock.
Mr. Smiley says, Veronica liked a reply of mine on Twitter. I feel special. Come on now. I'm just a normal human being with 4,000 followers.
Don't believe her. She's everything special.
No! I've had 7 facelifts. I'm 100 years old.
That's why she's so special.
Yes. I'm a walking zombie.
She's a time capsule.
I am. Scott says, drinking the good wine tonight. Yes, it's called green tea.
With what, cream and honey and
And
lipstick.
typically I'll do the black tea, but tonight the waitress just brought me green, so I said, okay. All right, honey, let's do this. Sally raises to 40 with ace, king, 8, deuce. I like it. 1 suit. Gets 3 callers. Flops top pair. She does have the nut low draw. She'd have to go runner to that. She's still leading. I don't like this lead. I don't like it because there's 3 other people in the pot. She doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't
She
really
needs
have
runner to go
Right.
nut low, and if she doesn't counterfeit it, that's one of them. Now there's 2 flush draws.
She just doesn't really have any strong draw to
Yeah, she
go
just
with
has a
it,
pair
yeah.
right now. There's an ace on the river that counterfeits her low.
It does give her 2
no,
pair
she's got
high.
ace 2. Sorry, she's got 2 8 for the low, which I can't feel great about it if I'm Sally. Brendan's got a 6 3.
Yeah.
That's counterfeited.
Lawrence is
see what Lawrence
betting.
has.
I would
Yeah.
think he has a flush.
I can see a king 10 of hearts. Yeah. She said emergency. 8 deuce, emergency low. Give her half the pot. Jimmy Bluffett, what's up?
Jimmy Bluffett. What's going on, man?
What Sally's referring to is the most layman way of saying you need to have a backup low in this game. You want to be drawing to a high and have a nice low or a decent low or a backup low. I prefer having nut, 2 nuts,
Yeah.
a low and a high, pretty good low and a great high. You don't want to get into like a second nut high, third nut low.
Yeah, and then you're just hoping that one of them's good and none of them are.
Or quartering.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The Brock 21 wants to know how Jimmy Buffett was handling Mexico. I could probably summarize his trip for you. He drank a lot, he swam a lot, and he partied a lot.
Yep. And cigars were in there.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Buffett's smoking cigars on the reg. Jenna White says, gotta love Sally. Yes. I do love me some Sally.
I do too. Sally's just cool. You know, it's like when we went bowling, she's just like, that was the night she was dancing on stream.
Yes.
We go bowling, she's dancing at the bowling alley.
She
like,
also...
She just has a great time everywhere she goes.
You know what I love about her is that she's my friend and puts me in my place if I need to be put in my place. I don't like a friend that's just like, you know, doesn't say anything. She put my butt in place that night when we went bowling. Lawrence flops a lot of aces. Now he boats up on the turn.
And Gene is leading out with his trip aces.
Well, unfortunately for Gene, unless he picks up another card on the board that gives him a better boat.
Like a 4.
Like a 4. Never mind. Does Gene have a backup low? A 3 now? No. 3. The 9 was like looking legitimate. No, he does not have a backup low.
So Gene takes it.
Lawrence does not have a backup low. Gene's gonna take the whole thing.
What's going on, Scott? How you doing, man?
Oh, I should snap this. I haven't done any Snapchat today.
What?
If you're on
Who
Snapchat,
are you?
I am Veronica Star with 2 R's. And I use a lot of filters, so you don't really know what I look like. We're streaming live 2040 Omaha 8 high-low tonight. Tune in. It was kind of a last-minute thing for me.
Now everybody gets to see that twice. That's like snapping within snapping. That's like snapping within live stream.
I snap.
That's like
within
meta,
a snap.
super meta.
I level myself with the snaps. Did you see my latest tweet?
I don't know if I did.
Some judge let off a sex offender because God talked to him and told him he was innocent. Oh Lord! Someone needs to start. I need to in my spare time, like, write letters and get people fired. You know what? Like, a woman kills her kids and says God told her to do it. We don't say, well, hallelujah, God spoke to you. Like, we put her in an insane asylum. Why are we letting this judge let someone off?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my rant. You know what really grinds my gears? Scotch Lamb says most judges are dumb as rocks. Potentially, probably in Texas. I shouldn't say anything because if I ever get pulled over and then I have to go to jail again. I said again.
Again. I feel like we need to hear this story.
This last weekend, I can't remember.
Well, I mean, I don't think you could talk about it anyways. You know, you got the big trial coming up.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll just drop it.
Well, you just say God talked to you.
Yeah, God did talk to me, and he told me I was innocent.
He told me he was just one of us.
What if God was one? This place is starting to get packed.
I know. It's starting to get some good games going. You know, the good thing about doing the stream and getting out of the stream at 10 is you've had a chance for some good games to build up.
Yeah. and then you sit down and wait for 2 hours. Brandon raises to 40, aces, kings, 7. I would like, I don't mind it. I would like that 7 to be a little bit lower, but you know, you can't always get what you want. King, queen, 8. Tony and Brandon called his raise. Tony flops a queen. Brandon flops a king. Brendan with a set of 8s.
Yeah, Tony with the second nut draw.
Jack on the turn. Now Brendan's got 2 sets. I mean, life can't get better, can it? I don't like that check. I think you can get a lot of flush draws to give you money to call. I think a check raise would have been great there for Brandon. 6 on the river. There's no low. Yeah, see, like, so you can see that Brandon was like, oh, you're... Why did he muck?
Is he worried about, 9-10, ace-10? Yeah, I think especially without, like, a ton of action, I think
What
you
the
gotta,
actual F just happened? How does
call there.
Brendan muck a set of jacks? I thought he was going in for, like, I thought he was frustrated because, like, he couldn't check raise or something. What? Am I missing something? Yeah, he just mucked the winning hand, I'm pretty sure. There was no straight, was there?
Not, I mean, there was one possible. It had to be 9-10,
No,
ace-10, but no, nobody had a straight, no.
I swear to freaking God, I can't be sober to watch this. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I said, with the absence of a lot of action, if it's one thing, if it's like you bet and it's a raise, re-raise, maybe you can make a case for making a tight fold on the river kind of a thing, but in that situation where it's just basically one bet call, like, you gotta just
the worst. J139, can you watch it and tell me if someone did have the straight? Even if they did,
nobody had 10.
I would call at least.
Just so you
don't have to spaz out.
Just so you can show both sets.
Are you just like, he checks the turn when he hits his second set?
Right.
I don't know. Why am I not in this lineup? I was supposed to be. Bunch of players to this club.
You saw the opportunity to hang out in the booth with me, and you're like, yo, forget money. This is life experience.
Lawrence flops a flush draw. And Antonio has open-ended.
And we still don't know what Gene has.
Now Tony picks up a set here, but that set, let me see. Now Antonio has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got a straight, baby. He's got a straight, baby.
Lawrence has the flush.
And Lawrence has the flush. Now Tony needs the board to pair. Tony's hoping for the board to pair. Let's go. Pair the board. Lucky, lucky dealer. Lawrence lets his flush go. The card set, there's got to be something wrong. Board pairs. There has to be something wrong with the readers.
Yeah, it's hard to believe someone's folding the flush right there.
Are the readers wrong?
We're getting to the bottom of this.
Folded on the turn? Yeah. He folded a flush on the turn! Oh my God!
I think we could hear your reaction. Well, Antonio is thankful for that. Woosah.
There are times where I don't understand the universe. Like quantum theory. I don't fucking understand it. Folding a made flush on the turn without the board pairing. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Pyronetic says, guessing people will play a bit nitty at the beginning of the game until they get used to the game. Justin Caritas, I am having a meltdown. By the way, if you're tuning in on Twitch, we are in the chat on YouTube. Just search Stones Live Poker. Same,
Come on over.
Same.
Come on over.
Absolutely. Like, if these guys were asking me out on a date and I saw this, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I don't live that life. Go pile your money in your mattress and let inflation take care of it.
No.
3 people to this. Flop, ace, 7-4, 2 hearts. Doesn't look like anyone's got a heart. Brandon flops top pair. Sally's got a 6-3 for a low. And so does Brandon. 3 on the turn.
Sally's not loving that 3.
Yeah, she does have a live 6.
Yeah, now so does Brandon.
She's gonna quarter this pot. Stone Slide Poker says, boom, goes the Polak. Yeah! Scott Schlem says, I'm married, but thanks, Veronica. I'd like to play in the Friends game if I can. You know what? No. You know what? Anytime I haven't met you or I get recommendations for someone, it's bad. I had a recommendation for one of the players here that's been really extra nitty, and I put him in the game, and I was like, oh no more recommendations. You gotta pass through me from now on. Mustak is in the game 100% every time because he has a flush on the turn.
That's right. If I do, I just bring extra wine and drinks.
I'm done. Everybody's staring at me. Scott Schlitz says, I'm not recommending myself.
I feel like that's the only way you can. You should recommend yourself.
You can come play in March. The problem is people from Twitter and Twitch and YouTube don't show up, except for my one. That's how we met, the Twitch game.
Yep.
That was the best ever.
That was a lot of fun. I mean, created all the members.
All the regs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it also, that was like the stepping stone from that game being like a fun kind of BSing game to, holy shit, what did I just walk into?
Yeah, it was like bananas.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've had to take an Uber ride back to Santa Rosa from here.
Oh, I've had to take an Uber ride from Santa Rosa back here many times. Queen 10-8, 2 hearts. Can't see half the board. Top flops an inside straight draw. He's wrapped all around this. All around it. Like a dirty whore on a rich man.
And watch a heart pop just to stop his action.
10 pairs the board. Now he's got a boat. He's got a Queen 10 for the boat. And I like that he's leading here. He's got
Absolutely.
2 flush draws. And a lot of times people will call with a flush draw here, thinking that he's just like leading with like a 10.
Yeah.
And the flush draw can beat his hand.
Or even, they just think they're drawing live, with any of their draws. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, you got to know your opponents too in the game type. So if you're going to be in early position, especially on a lineup like this where people are probably just going to check back a lot of hands, a lot of their draws on the turn, you need to just err on the side of, betting.
On a super wet board, I like a bet there.
Yeah.
Especially with like multiple opponents.
Yeah. Because, I mean, somebody might even get a little crazy and raise, like some kind of big draw that they have, like a straight draw with a flush draw. And then you can just
it won't be
trap them
Brandon.
in.
God damn it. If I see any of this crap for the rest of the night, I'm going to walk out of the booth. The whole point of the live stream, ladies and gentlemen, let me talk to you about the live stream. The whole point is you come here, you play a little bit loose because you're on TV and it's fun, And then you get people that watch it who say, oh, you're a loose player, I'm gonna give you some action. And then it pays off, it's an investment. You can't sit here and fold all night and then come play off the stream and expect to get any action at all. I'll pick up my chips if I see you.
It's true.
And I give away my chips.
That's also true.
Ghost of M, what's up? Oh, his little ghost!
Nice.
Such adorbs! Totes lulz.
Is 12 hours accurate? I don't know what that's in reference to, but yes. Maybe even 13.
Broke Backstage says that Lawrence has the worst luck ever. Yeah, they always do. Scott Schlein says folding is for losers. I just created your name, Scott Schlein. Scott Schlein? Schlimmick? Schlimmer?
I like Schlein.
What's up, Ghost of M? Lol. Okay, I'll accept your lol tonight. Not lol, L-O-L. It's lol tonight. Just for you, because I'm happy to see you. Ghost of M.
I just feel like he's saying he's in a lull. Like, we need to pick him up. You know, I mean, like he's in a rut, things are going bad, so hey man, get it together.
Ghost of M, help me help you. Help me help you get out of this rut.
Right.
Number one headband, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Veronica dropping knowledge for the knits. Yeah!
Now, the problem
Whale
is...
logic, over here.
Knits are somewhat resistant to knowledge.
To everything.
Yeah.
To money.
That too.
It looks like we have a $40... Is that... No, it's alive! $40!
No, I don't think it's...
Yeah, he checked.
No, it's not 12 hours from Stones to Vegas, right?
Oh, it's like less than that. Just drive 90. Queen 4 deuce 2 diamonds. Brendan, he's blocking himself with the diamonds. Flush.
But he should feel pretty confident if the diamonds does come that he has it. The best.
Yeah, he's blocking himself though. Brandon with a nut low draw. And there goes Brendan. Brandon with a nut low draw is gonna fold here. Una with an ace 5, kind of like the third nut low. She's letting it go. Brendan bets 40. Brandon calls. Or they're both Brendan. Deuce comes on the river, pairs the board. Just because the board is paired,
Yeah, I think he should still be betting there.
Why did he let his hand go? Why did he would have quartered the pot. Or I mean he would have got half the pot. He had ace 3. Ace 3,
no.
Deuce 4. Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. I got all crazy because that deuce on the river. I'm already angry at him. My bad.
I don't know how you DM. Who's this Master Doc?
You don't know how to DM?
That's what I tell people.
See, the problem is Google exists and you can't lie to people.
That's true.
Just drive 90. Some of you can do math. At 90 miles an hour, 574.8 miles, how quickly would it take you to get to Sacramento?
6 hours, 15 minutes. Ish. Because I mean, I think from my area it's like 10-hour drive. So
Jimmy Buffett says I wear a Depend when I drive. Ain't nobody got time for gas. Tesla. Yeah, but you have to charge it every 4 hours, buddy. I've been in a Tesla across California. Every 4 hours, we're at a charging station for 30 minutes. Suck it, Trebek. I know what's going on.
Maybe he has spare batteries.
I'm not in the mood tonight, boys. Brandon W raises to 40. Ace King 6-4. Suited hearts. Antonio's in. Deuce 3, 8-10. Hoping for an Ace 4 on the flop. Ace 4-5 would be good too. King 8-4. Bunch of rainbow. Brandon flops top pair. Brandon still has aces here. Antonio's got a pair.
And that's
9
it.
on the turn.
Look at me almost saying that's it for the low draw. What's wrong with me? What is this game?
I'm a little hot tonight. Ace
And
on the river.
ace,
Antonio
ace.
now has a nut low.
I feel like that's running good at this point. When you can hit the case card for the nut low.
Brennan's got a set now of aces. You gotta feel good. You don't have a straight draw out there. You don't have a straight.
And Brandon has to call with 2 pair.
Yeah.
Or
This is
he
interesting.
raising?
Brandon
No,
calling
he's just
here.
calling. Okay.
He'll call with 2 pair, but not a set. Because the board's not paired. People are really afraid of paired boards. Antonio, nut low, chip, half the pot. He's like, look at my nut low. Nobody has better nut lows than me. All my friends know that my nut lows are the nuttiest lows.
And
My nut lows are huge.
he just can't wait to get back to his little tablet. Watch some movies. Watch some. Was it Game of Thrones he's watching? I think.
I don't know.
I mean, how good is
He
that? You
watches,
just
like, so
watching
many
Game of
movies.
Thrones, you know, just fucking chopping pots, like no big deal.
Number 1 headband says, I gotta find something to put Veronica in the mood. Get me some wine. A 94-point cab will do it.
I hear there's a good area around here and very
Yeah,
close by that you
something
can get
like
these good wines.
Napa Valley.
Yeah, you know, even out in like Sonoma, there's all these.
I just washed my hair. It's not like big enough. I like it big. And then I like to get my hair fluffy. Ah! I'm here all night, folks.
I didn't see that coming.
Ghost of M says the nuttiest lows. Huge lows. Huge. All right, cards in the air. Mistax checking his DMs. Liar. He's getting DMs on the reg. I know I'm gonna get like some tweets, some DMs from these guys telling me that my commentary sucked today, that I don't know what I'm talking about because it was a good fold because they're results oriented, blah 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 blah. Antonio bumps this up, ace king deuce, a lot of spades. I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind that, especially on the button you're in position. So
Una calls, ace 8-6-5, 1 suit. King 8 deuce. Antonio, his deuce is counterfeited now. Now Una's got the ace 5 from the low. Una bets 20, Antonio calls. She also flopped an 8. Turn is a jack. Check, check.
I would have thought
River's
that's
a
a
10.
good spot for Antonio to continue to bet. Heads
Antonio's
up,
gonna take the high.
especially against a hand that just limp called pre. You don't expect it to be too Broadway heavy.
Yeah, I would expect this flop to like connect more with Antonio
Right.
pre-flop range.
That's what I was thinking, that that turn's still a good place to bet, because she's going to be a lot more kind of middling kind of range hands.
So I always talk about losing value on the river with no limit hold'em. Where do you think? Now I already know where I think. Where do you think people lose the most value in this game?
I feel like probably on the turn, just because I feel too many people are checking back, like draws, two
Like if
pair
they have a
hands.
set and there's like it's draw heavy board.
There's a lot of people that check on the turn, and it's like, and I don't know, like if a lot of people, even like say with the set, like I don't know if they're checking out of fear or like, hey, I'm gonna check raise, and it's like not too many people
So,
check back.
There's this terrible thing out there where people are like, well, it's so draw heavy, they'll probably get there, so I don't want to put any more money in. Really, you should be putting money in when it's draw heavy, because you're gonna get so much value out of those draws, and when they don't hit, you stand a better chance. Like if you have a set and there's 2 flush draws, you stand a better chance of winning.
Especially, and that's magnified in limit, because you have to get the little bit of value that you can at every single opportunity. Now, in a pot limit game, you can make arguments for checking back flops, with a set type of a hand, because people, right? Because people are gonna put you in some really bad spots by over potting you, but not in limit. In limit, you just need to bet, and then if the draws come in, you're gonna decide whether you're just gonna shut down or going to check call mode.
I really, really think though, in every game, the river is where value's lost the most. Like if people have checked the turn and the flush came on the turn, and you're first to act and you have a set, I mean, I'm probably betting there. And then if I get raised, I think it's okay to fold depending on how it played out. But I just feel like people lose so much value and they just want to check it down because they think they have showdown value.
Right.
Ace, ace, king, 2 clubs. Lawrence flops a lot of aces. Brandon flops a king, and Tony also flops a lot of aces.
Nobody has any spades or really any good draw to go with it.
So now it's Tony and Lawrence heads up.
So now it's a race for a boat.
Queen on the turn. This might slow down a little bit of action. So Tony leads out here with the worst hand.
Is he? But did he just fake like he was going to bet and Lawrence snap folded?
So, what? Oh my god! Oh. How does Lawrence snap fold there? How does he snap fold there?
Like, even if you're going to make, a tight fold, because your player, that they, are such a nutted range, it's still not a snap fold.
It's not a snap fold.
And against
the whole point
everybody,
is the game is a drawing game. You could still boat up on the river. Right. If you don't and you feel your opponent's strong, you just fold the river. You have position. You had the best hand. Ugh. They're gonna start complaining about me.
Jimmy?
You're gonna complain about
I'll
me,
come
Jimmy?
out. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing what events. We'll probably play a couple events, but definitely play some cash out there. And just shoot me. Let me know when you're gonna be there.
Snap folds, trip aces, question marks.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like puking. Nick. So if you guys want to continue this game, bring your airplane vomit bag with you.
Yeah, I feel like this. When you snap fold aces in that spot, it kind of highlights that maybe you make some other questionable decisions in your life. It just this all compounds. It's just the way you go about thinking about life.
Like all of your loans are like 22% interest.
And you're paying $15 towards the interest.
You put minimum down on a lease that has like 10 miles a month, and you're paying out the ass. I'm just trying to think of other monetary, really poor decisions you can make. Oh, you got philosophy undergrad.
All right. So Sally has nut low with 2 pair with the ace kicker. Antonio. Well, Sally still has nut low.
Avery Salick says, yeah, boat up to a boat that's already drawing dead to lots of hands.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Look, he's not. What could have? He's blocking. There's unless. I mean,
what do you put on ace queen? I mean, it was what, ace jack?
I just think that he should have called turn if he thought his opponent was strong, and then just made a decision on the river. He had position.
Yeah.
he could have boated up. And if he thinks his opponent has pocket kings, I don't know. I guess like you just call river and like barf a little bit in your mouth, but you can't like.
That's actually
holding the turn there is terrible, I think.
You know, and a lot of people will feel more confident with like a high pocket pair in their hand after it gets checked through on the flop. You know, so it's just another reason to not fold.
Only dead to the case ace plus king or queen. Yeah. Okay. So I get that, but there are a lot of other hands that are in his opponent's range that.
Yeah, Bluke's on our side.
Yeah, I think that was a bad fold. I think like if he thinks his opponent's that strong, I think it's better to. I call turn and fold river.
Yeah, I mean,
depending on how it works out.
It would really have to be somebody that like is just one of those LOL bad, like you know exactly what they have, you know they have ace queen there 100% of the time, kind of a thing. Like, and that's so rare.
This is not a game where you're putting someone on one hand. You're putting people on a range of hands. So I hate hearing say you're putting him on ace queen, because then you're actually really playing badly. His range did include ace queen, yes.
But it is a lot of other stuff too.
Wow, remind me to constantly bluff against that guy. And then when he's betting into me, I'll fold because he 100% has nuts.
Right?
That can be so exploitable. Like you can be so exploited if you're making such nitty big folds.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I would be plowing into him every single flop without even looking at my hands. Fold out trips on the turn. Wow. Most of them says I put my opponents on one hand in this game. Ace, king, deuce, 3. Ace, king, deuce, 3 I like a lot in this game, where I would go more like ace, king, jack, deuce in like flow 8.
Right. Yeah, having a higher high hand standards definitely pay off a little bit more flow. So wait. The snap world getting to you?
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.
I mean, it's growing.
You know I'm a big deal.
Like, I feel like my snaps is going to blow up just because I'm sitting next to you.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
That's a something that I might not be ready for. You know, that's a lot of responsibility.
It is, but you owe it to the world.
Yeah, but like I'll open up my snaps and it'll be like three messages. I can't handle that.
We'll try getting 10 dick pics. Sally checks and it's heads up. Ace, 5, 9, 2 diamonds. Antonia flops top pair.
Top 2.
Check. Top 2, pardon me. 3 on the turn. Check. 6 on the river. Antonia's gonna scoop. Okay.
And
I will be right back.
Okay.
Hold down the fort. And don't yell too much because I've already done it.
I think she's actually going to yell right now of how there's no betting. No, she's just fighting people as she's walking around. Vocal terror, what's going on, man? Broke backstage. Lawrence is bad now as he was 20 years ago when he was making money. Although, I mean, this is a good game though. You know, I think it's one of the games that's not studied as much, so you can have a lot of people making a lot of mistakes. So if you spend a little bit of time, studying the game, I think you're going to have a really significant advantage over most people. It's one of the games that just a little bit of effort is going to take you a really long way. And you just have to find a place that spreads it. But it is pretty popular. I mean, I think you can find a lot of places that spread it in the 4-8 kind of world. All right. Una has all the clubs. I think the Una is for suit, Una suit. Antonio is raising with his mystery hand. And Sally likes to see flops. All right. Got 5 hands going into the flop. All right, Queen 7 deuce, 2 spades. Looks like Sally has flush draw. Still don't know what Antonio has, but I don't see the others having an ace of spades, so he does likely have, is likely that he has an ace of spades in his hand. Sally's calling, and Una is 3-betting.
All right, Una's 3-betting.
Yes.
Ace, queen, deuce, 3. Like that hand, except it's all suited.
Oh, well, that's what I was saying. She's Una, so she just plays Una suit.
Antonio with a nut flush draw. King on the turn.
And Sally made a good fold with her second nut flush draw.
They already showed it. Una's gonna scoop. Queen deuce for the high. And then ace deuce for ace 3 for the low. Pyronetic says, finally a 3-bet. Hallelujah! Praise 5-bet Jesus. So, if you're tuning in on Twitch, please join us on YouTube. We are in the YouTube chat. They're strong-arming us. Send help, please. They won't let us go into Twitch.
We are prisoners here.
Call an adult, a responsible adult, and tell them we're being held hostage in this booth.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm really liking Flow 8 these days. It's just you can't really find it anywhere. You just, pretty much the only place I played is online.
They're talking about flashing kings. I like the table talk.
I cannot hear them at all.
That's because you have crappy headphones. I brought my own.
That is true. And I'm half deaf.
Are you?
Sometimes.
Just with a woman's voice.
No, I hear that quite well. And we do see Antonio making a little bit more of a concerted effort to actually get his cards on the reader. I think he's tired of getting yelled at.
Yeah, he knows that I'm in the booth tonight.
But I think he can hear you yelling at him from over here.
Yeah. He's a super, super nice guy. Like, most people when they don't show up to my game, which almost nobody does, but this last one because we had the World Series of Poker in town, he was like the only one that was like, hey Veronica, I'm sorry I can't make it. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do well. Like, really nice guy. I appreciate that.
And I just tell you, like, a couple weeks ahead of time, like, Like, hey, quit bothering me, lady.
Yeah, stop stalking me. I've been sitting outside your window for years now, so just get over it. You know you like it.
I'm aware. That's why I haven't called the cops.
Antonio bets 20. Brendan raises to 40. Well, is that pre-flop? No, this is right now. Graphics are coming along. Jimmy Bluffett says Veronica's happily married to her job. I am. 10 on the turn, pairs the board. And Todd's got a lot of 10s. Also a boat. Also a boat. And now Brendan, also a boat with his aces. Aces full, and Todd's got 10s full.
There we go.
And
Standard
let's see
raise.
a lot of money going into this pot. Lawrence with a deuce 3. Now he's got the nut low, so Lawrence is going to take half this pot. Antonio, why is Antonio so?
Oh, Lawrence folded. I was literally just about to say this is like a perfect spot to raise with your nut low because you know two guys are battling over top. She's on a self-imposed timeout. I think what tonight is. So obviously we're playing 20, 40, you know, 08. But this
someone's
is
starting a GoFundMe for Lawrence after he goes broke shortly. Broke backstage. Please don't.
But this is also, you know, some mental game work for you. You know, to allow you to deal with the frustration of seeing this in a monumental way.
In a sober way.
I mean, that's where the real pain is. Like,
Ghost of M said, if you think that's boring, I'll make a YouTube video cleaning out cat litter. It's very zen. Maybe I need to get a cat. I was gonna get myself a dog and take away some of my stress. This is stressing me out. Folding that low. And it wasn't counterfeitable. You had a good low.
I feel like you're too busy to have a dog.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go get one, and I'm gonna name him Atlas.
Maybe he's just ultra tight. I don't know if we need to say maybe.
Like, what are you afraid of? 25% of the pot? Is that what you're worried about? That, oh, well, I'm gonna get 25. Maybe he thinks he's not playing high-low. Maybe he thinks it's just high. Maybe he doesn't know this game. 6, 7, 8 on the flop. 2 hearts. Antonio flops a flush draw with a 9 high. He also has a straight, which is very beautiful. Brandon with the nut low right now. Todd sitting there with a second nut low. He's letting that go.
If Todd continued, in his mind he would just be saying ace, ace, ace.
6 pairs the board, doesn't change anything. Now comes the flush. Antonio shows, and Brandon takes the low. Ghost of M says, woof. Jimmy Bluffett says, who's in for my drinking game? Every time Lawrence folds the nuts, we drink. So that would be 2 drinks right now. No, he didn't fold the nuts, but that first time.
Draw. Yeah.
No. He folded the nut low this last time. Yes, but that first time it wasn't the nuts. It was just trip aces. Just trip aces. Take a drink, everybody. Lawrence folded the nut low.
Well, I mean, since we can't drink in the booth, all we can do is get waterlogged. So I feel like if we're going to play this game, we can just do it by bottles of water.
Yes, yours is water, right? Okay, good.
Well, I'm putting that on public record. you gotta start selling your story early and often.
Broke backstage, said I had to leave after folding that low. Hard Work says, I think you're right, Veronica. I think he's playing only high.
Might be.
I can't figure out if I look cute or wretched tonight, like horrible. I'm kind of like, I just washed my hair, I quickly rushed over here, kind of like, I thought I kind of looked like a supermodel in the mirror on the way out, and then I got here and I was like, no. I have really nice romantic lighting at home. What every 40-year-old should have.
You look amazing, and I'm pretty sure chat feels the same way.
I didn't come here for compliments, Miss Stack. I came here to yell at 08 players.
You came for the truth.
For the truth. Vocal Terror, what's up? Where are you tonight? What do you think this is? Just like not having a work night? Everybody's in this spot. Graphics are behind.
Brandon got flush draw, but he's probably not going to do much with his flush draw being an 8 high.
Todd bets 20. Gene and Sally call 3 on the turn. Todd's got the nut low draw.
Sally's got a nut low draw as well.
Sorry, Gene has a nut low draw. Did I say Todd? Todd has a lot of nothing. I think Gene's gonna scoop this with a queen.
2 pair.
Queen
Jack.
Queen Jack, pardon me. Yeah, sorry.
It's Todd. Thank you. Oh, Todd bet. Did Todd think he had, or is he just trying to bluff? What do you think about River Bluffs?
Oh,
Yeah,
River
this
Bluffs,
game.
especially in like the higher limit, 2040, you have to keep them within your range, especially against very nitty players.
Right.
They'll go through a lot, depending on how it plays out. Obviously, you have to tell the story. But yes, you have to keep them within your range.
So are you thinking, once it checks around on the turn, are you kind of like, hey, we got bluff opportunities here?
Bluff opportunities? Yeah, of course. Of course you want some backdoor oopsie stuff, but you have to keep bluffs within your range. Okay, so I'm not going to bluff if 5 people are checking to me on the river. But heads up, yeah, I'll do it.
Tony finds himself a 2 bettable hand.
Race to 40, ace 6-4. I like it. Single suit there. Antonio, lots of queens, folding it. I like that fold.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it went by too fast. I think I'm not calling a 2-bet with that many queens, and even if it's
Jack 3. Brendan flops a lot of jacks. So does Gene. Tony right now with an ace 4 backdoor low draw. 8 on the turn, that much closer to his low draw, but.
And I think a lot of people never feel too comfortable if the ace deuce is out there. So if you have like the second deuce, like ace 3, ace 4.
Brendan's got a jack 8. 7 on the river. Now Anthony has the best low, right? Ace 4. Tony has ace low, pardon me. And then Brendan's gonna scoop the high with a jack 8.
And they're gonna split up Gene's money.
No, they're gonna, yeah, they are. What happens when you have a jack? I don't hate Gene's play.
No.
I like Gene's play.
Yeah.
River, yeah, I probably just call. I don't spaz out.
No.
I know, I would say that like, I have a few people that I throw hands at and would probably say 3-way Maybe it's a good fold. He's first to act though, so I would check if they're both betting into it. Might be a good fold.
Yeah.
Is the low gonna bet there? Is the low gonna bet and then like a better high, like a potential boat going to raise, or is a better high than yours going to just call? Like it's just so hard. Like I would think a better boat would maybe raise. It's not the nutted boat, but it's still
right.
I think it's actually check fold actually on the river. I think Gene would be the correct play, honestly.
Yeah, I think it just depends on how often
other
you
people.
think. Right. If you think you have players that are gonna be overtly aggressive with nut low, I think you can make kind of bluff catching kind of calls there.
Yeah, that's true. Also the ace. He has pretty much the ace blocked. There's only one other ace out there. You might think that like no one else has an ace. Potentially they're both like quartering here. So King Jack 10, 2 clubs. Gene and Antonio both flop a flush draw. Antonio's is better.
And Antonio has the set just in case it doesn't come through.
Yes. Gene's also wrapped around this baby. He's got a straight 9 on the turn. It's a 9 of spades. Now remember that Antonio also has a queen 10 here, so he just made a straight. And Gene also has a straight. So Gene's gonna quarter this. No, they're gonna chop it, pardon me. I was thinking that there was a low, but there's no low.
Oh, you're so used to seeing a low in this game. It seems like every pot. But doesn't... And I actually have seen people not realize when the flop comes with no low cards, that there's going to be no low possible. I've seen people call down the flop.
Why did Antonio not get half of that? They both had the straight.
Right. Did it all get shifted?
They both had the king high straight.
Right. Did not get... He didn't get first stack? I was monologuing him.
Vocal Terror says Lyle is my spirit animal. DF Don Duo, don't mess with me. Don't like tell me someone died and then they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sneak out the back door because I think these guys are gonna want to beat me up after all the yelling I did today.
I mean, it'll just give you a chance to yell at them.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and that's therapeutic too.
It is therapeutic. For me or them?
Everybody. You know, it gives them a chance to absorb some energy, which might help their play.
Next, you're going to be telling me the Earth is flat and our thoughts control the universe.
They don't?
I asked a friend of mine who was on a heater how he was winning all these tournaments.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want...
And he said that he read The Secret, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just not going to talk to you ever again. It's nice knowing you.
You're like, well, I've watched The Crucible. I don't know how that makes any difference.
Oh shit, we got a 612 right in front of us. OMG. Yeah, we do.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh, man.
Oh.
You know,
what a night.
I really do. I mean, you're here more often, so I think you can probably attest to this.
Why am I even in grad school? I need to quit and just play 08.
But it seems like 08's really picked up in popularity in general, but especially here.
Because of me.
Right.
Because I'm starting all the games. Because I'm calling up everybody I know. Look at all this. I don't even know half these players.
Isn't that a great thing?
Yeah.
Fresh faces, that's an amazing thing to see.
Oh, I didn't swear.
know, I heard it. He did.
I didn't.
He did.
No, you heard him.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah.
What's the penalty here for that?
You'll find out.
Like $5? I think we might have a swear jar
Vocal
that I'm
terror's
gonna have
correct. It's like the boy who cried wolf. The chat usually lies about deaths, so when they happen, I don't believe it. That is 100% correct. And I'm a little irritated today, so I'm not easily fooled.
You're just feisty today. That's all it is.
I'm
Being feisty is a good thing.
There's sass in my pants tonight. And it's not a rash. Promise.
Well, I am a medical professional, so.
So am I.
Yes.
Except you actually work among human beings.
That is true.
And I sit in an office all day thanking
Sitting on your
5-bet
rash.
Jesus, sitting on my rash, thanking 5-bet Jesus that I am not working in a hospital.
Everyone wants to do a shift and go, yep. Not amazing.
I am not jelly of you. They're trying to do bomb pots, but it looks like this crowd does not look like a bomb pot crowd.
What made you think that?
Yeah. Todd's actually in, but I know that the rest of the crowd is not. Todd would be down.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Antonio would be down. Sally would be down. That's about it? Maybe Gene.
Antonio races to 40. Gene calls. Heads up.
That steak looks good.
Queen 8-8. Una is also in this hand. She doesn't play the live stream very much, so she doesn't put her cards out properly. Turn is a 9.
So I think. See, Una is.
So Antonio turns it straight, bets it, and takes it down. Scoop. Is this a full kill? That's one thing I want to know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
anything.
it's been a full kill. Maybe a half kill.
Vocal Terror is indeed a pretty princess.
Yeah, we all know that.
Well, Red Bulls are not comped here, or are they?
Is anything comped?
I don't know. Sodas? Teas?
I don't drink soda. Teas are comped. Speaking of which, I have to pay my tip for that tea.
At least you know what her name is.
Veronica. Easy
Makes
peasy.
it very easy to remember.
Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Oh. That's why.
Antonio, $20 to call.
I'm gonna have to do what you do.
That's what she said. A 7-10, 2 hearts. Antonio flops hearts. Heart draw. 8 high.
Gene with the set.
Inside straight draw for Todd. Gene's got a set of aces. Sally's got the nut low draw. She's gonna bet it, and a backdoor flush draw. I don't mind the bet. It's a kind of wet board. Queen comes. King Jack now gets there. Now Sally's got a flush draw.
Yeah, and with 2 flush draws, I mean, you definitely got to bet top set.
Someone said Veronica's absolutely killing me.
Well, maybe they deserve to be killed.
Can you hear him? I just got a text. Veronica's crushing you. Jack on the river. King Queen gets there.
I don't have my latex suit on. Oh, looks like good chat. That's fine.
Master Doc. Are you Master Doc?
No way.
No? There's nothing wrong with working in a hospital? Well, if you like it, I think that's fantastic. I do not.
I didn't say there's anything wrong. Just, you know.
Get the bowling alley.
King Queen gets there.
Sometimes it's not always the most pleasant thing.
Nice hand for Todd.
I mean, with every job, there's pros and cons.
They're talking about me, talking about them. I like it. Let me listen in on this.
Well, you don't want to sit behind me?
Yeah, they're going to hear my response in 26 minutes.
She needs all the good luck down there?
It's on 11. It's going into scene 5.
Todd's in the air.
I think we need to get a nice, like, just cap pot all the way through. Like, let's see some real...
Look, Linda, this is not Veronica and Friends.
I mean, I have high hopes.
We don't cap it blind here. If you and I were in this game,
It would be happening.
it would be juicy AF.
Yes. I would be yelling at people.
I don't think I
on
can
the
actually
table.
play 08 anymore without you.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I actually don't want to play Veronica and Friends without you and Alicia and Frank. You guys are my bays, like my number ones. This kind of might be a bomb pot. Might.
You're Brendan, right? I remember last time we played, I went by together.
I don't know, I think people just decided to play a hand. I have a hard time believing that anybody's going to do a bomb pot here. I mean, that you can get the whole table.
Yeah.
Bomb pot.
Can't see Todd's cards. He's the only one.
Brendan and Todd are going to get at it. Or Brendan and Brendan. Sorry. Do we even have a Todd on the table? Brandon Boats.
If you are tuning in
Oh,
to
they both have the same.
Twitch, make sure you get on the YouTube chat because that's where we are.
Oh, no jack. Needed a 9 for the bad beat.
They both have deuce 5.
Yep.
Have a good one. Just better than that.
Hello. There are times when top gets quartered.
Where's the ace?
That is very rare, ordering the top.
That was encouraging.
You know, one thing I'd really like for Stones to be able to do is to be able to take credit card payments over the phone. Because there's been multiple times I've called in to try to buy like the table, like a round of drinks or something, but they won't take it.
Really?
Yeah, they won't
You
take
deserve
it
a high five
over.
for that. Oh my
over the
god.
phone.
Why don't you text me? I'll buy it for them and then you can like PayPal me the money, man.
I'll do that.
That's awesome. That's really cool of you.
Gotta make your mark somewhere.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You've made your mark. You've made your mark on Veronica and Friends. I absolutely love having you in the game.
It's awesome being there. I mean, you don't find games like that and lineups like that. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's when you can be selective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, and it slips in by accident because someone
That they were
referred
referred.
them to me, and I no longer take that. Jonathan Little in my game in February.
Yes, that's gonna be super cool. We actually have some pretty cool stuff coming up too. Was it January 26th? We got the $1,100 buy-in single table tournament that we're doing. Like that is gonna be pretty cool to watch.
Are we bringing out the notepad?
Yeah.
Can you do some coding in here? Notepad's good for doing some coding.
Yeah.
King, Queen, 3 on the flop. Everyone's got an ace king besides Antonio with an ace queen. Ace 4 looks like it's. There's no more low draw. Who has a jack 10? Nobody. Okay.
The 08 table in front of us is getting a little rowdy. Someone like just spoke up. Yeah, so the $1,100 buy-in single table satellite. Get 100,000 chips, 30-minute levels, top 3 paid. We got 9 seats, so it's gonna be first come, first serve. So I would say sign up, pull people together to get your $1,000. Because first place is probably gonna be about like 5K.
Well, it depends on how many people they pay.
3.
Okay.
So it'd be what, like 532 in that range?
1,100 buy-in. They're probably going to take 50 or 100 of it, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be 9K. Maybe like 4,500 for first. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Oh yeah, I was doing off 10.
Yeah. Four.
Either way, I'm kind of liking that.
I like sit and goes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at sit and goes. Well, the lower stakes sit and goes I used to crush at the series, but once you get into higher stakes.
And then I'm pretty sure we're going to be streaming that, and that's going to be
We are streaming
pretty
that.
awesome stream.
January 26th.
Yeah. But definitely get in there. I would say get in there. I'm thinking about buying in.
And Jonathan Little Week, February 19th to the 22nd. Lawrence is pumping up this pot, and I like it. $40, King, Queen, Deuce, 4.
So do you think with this raise, he's saying, I'm going to teach Veronica.
Maybe.
I'm going to show her.
He is double suited. Queen, 9-5. He does have top pair.
And that is a good two-way hand. It's a good away hand. You're not nutted, but you got options.
Your low isn't great, but it's still okay. Todd, he has the flush draw with 8 high. Can't love it, but can't hate it. I'm often sitting in spots where I'm like not loving something, but not hating it.
Right.
Todd now gets there. Antonio with a 5-3 can't get there on the low. Well, no, he had a 3-8. Pardon me. Backdoor emergency.
And Todd takes it down. I like that he bet there. Guys, definitely check out the calendar. Come sign up for some of these live streams. Get on this camera, play, get yelled at by Veronica. It's just part of the territory.
Getting yelled at by Veronica
It's a
should
rite
be
of
the
passage.
best part of your day.
Right?
How
Honestly,
often do you get a sassy blonde yelling at you?
But
It's
honestly,
not to take out the garbage.
yeah. If you are making mistakes on live stream, that's actually really good. Because you have a huge opportunity to learn. Because if you're just making mistakes in your daily play, you don't know. You're not even going to think
Right,
about it.
right.
But you're
You get to
having the
watch it
option of,
after.
and having people call out your mistakes, or even what they may perceive as mistakes, is great for your game.
There are a handful of players that play the live stream on a regular basis, use the footage to get better, and they're like much better players now.
I feel like
I wasn't talking about you.
Well, I'm including myself in that category.
I'm just DF John Duo says getting yelled at by Veronica means that she cares about you. Damn right. I only insult my friends.
And she's always very nice to me, so it's just somewhat discerning.
Yes. Group Spoker, what's up? Welcome to the chat. He said Omaha, ha ha ha. Omaha, low, ha low. Hey, answer 6 6,000, 2,000, 1,000, and then you lose.
Well, yes.
You lose on third place.
My understanding is there are a couple spots left in that single table satellite or a single table tournament. So if you are thinking about playing, you need to get on the ball and get in before all the spots are gone.
Get your balls in there while you can.
Absolutely. Grab your balls and throw them in the court.
Lawrence is starting to hear my yelling, and he's bopping it up with an ace, queen, 10, 3. That's the way we do it. Up to 40. Here we go. Sally's in. Ace, jack, 4, 3, double suited.
Sally will not be denied.
Yes, yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and 5-bet Jesus. Here we go.
I really like Sally in the game. She sees flops.
She does.
And that's what you have to do in this
King,
game.
jack, 3. Now Sally flops the second pair. Lawrence here with an inside straight draw, wrapped all around Broadway. Wrapped all around Broadway.
Yep, backdoor diamonds.
10.
And the money card.
Ace queen now gets there plus the nut flush draw. Lawrence has got to put some money in this pot, and we love it. Sally now calling.
Still with the jack 3 2 pair and ace 4 low.
Hoping for a jack on the river.
And Jean probably has ace deuce.
Problems. 4 gets there. Sally gets counterfeited. She's hating this. She's hating this. She has to fold her hand.
Yeah, she's not having a I love life look.
Especially with Jean betting and... Oh no, did Jean check? Jean checks, Lawrence bets 40. Yeah, she's folding.
Yeah, Jean's gonna call ace deuce, chop chop. Right? Oh no! Jean is folding. What is Jean calling with? The 9 high straight? Or like the king high straight?
Yeah, probably the lower end of the, like an 8-9. 9 queen.
Yeah.
Kind of hand.
Interesting. And if you do want to get into the games, they have posted the number. Call the number. Talk to Justin. Talk to whoever answers. Just talk to them. They're lonely people.
They are lonely. Justin wants you to text him at 3 in the morning.
He does. And call him until he answers. But yeah, get on the list. Come play. Not to mention just this area, the Sacramento area in general, is very friendly. Like when it comes to poker players,
it's like friendlier than Canada. Except for me, I hate it all. But yeah, we're way friendlier than Canada. Ace, queen 5, Sally flops top 2, and leads. Brandon with an inside straight draw. Everybody's got a backdoor flush draw. Deuce 3, Brandon's got a deuce 3. He raises to 40. Queen now. Sally pokes up on the turn. Brendan's low can get counterfeited here.
And I'm gonna call in.
5 now. Brendan has the nut low. Oh no, sorry, he does not. Sorry, that pairs the board. My bad. There's no low. Sally's hoping someone has a 5 so they can pay her off. Just not pocket 5s.
And when I see people start looking at their cards like that, I just start pulling my money back. Speed up the process. My turn. Gotta get these lips looking pretty.
I know, I've got to keep it sexy. I think I'm gonna go get my lips injected so they're like...
Then we can't tell whether you're laughing, you're frowning.
Doesn't matter. Frozen face looks good forever.
Just a big circle mouth.
Then I can have my picture up like day. Okay, so Sally is drinking 11 lemon drop martini. We went out one night drinking, and I made fun of her for. We went to this like artisan crafty place, and I had like an old fashioned. She orders this lemon drop martini, and I'm like, "Are you a low budget housewife? Why are you ordering that drink? I'm embarrassed."
I feel like there should be more to the story.
That's my story.
She slammed it on the
She
table
drinks
and stabbed
cheap
somebody
shit.
with the stem.
That's it. And she'll get mad that I told everyone.
It's alright.
my God,
I think she
yeah.
knows tonight's probably not the night to fight with you.
Yeah, tonight's not it because I'm too sassy. She's pretty sassy herself.
Right, but I think it's good to pick your battles, from time to time.
Yeah. Tony's now raising a 40. Sally calls. Una 3-bets to 60, and everybody calls. Ace, ace, deuce, 9. I love it. And 2 flops, 2 hearts. Una now flops the nut flush draw.
But this is why we raise in this game, because people don't fold. Build pots. It's fun. You don't even need to look at your hand. You wait until the flop, then you look at your hand, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's my strategy.
I know that's your strategy. 2 flush draws head to head. Ace on the river. Una now. Does she pull ahead? She does with a set of aces. Queen. Sorry. Ace on the turn, queen on the river.
We've seen.
They're really friendly, Tony, Antonio, and Una.
We've seen the case ace hit like every single time. Someone will have pocket aces, someone will have an ace. Case ace comes like every time.
Oh my god, I did so much core today at the gym that like I'm literally cramping up on my stomach. Ah.
It's gas. It's gas.
Aces full queens for C2.
They're doing the high hand. Get paid for high hands here. I've had a no, I don't think I ate completely vegan. I'm going vegan for breakfast and trying to do vegan for at least 1 more meal a day. Trying to cut down my meat consumption.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing to do. Especially like, it's just so much crap put into the meats these days.
Trying not to eat animals. You read some Peter Singer? How the frick are you in my game?
I drink.
Yeah, that's why. Alu, 31, high hand pro in this game? Yep. 8-7-3 on the flop. Ace deuce here is the nut low. Everyone's checking. Una's still with queens high. She's folding them. It's tough to just have overpairs here. I don't. King on the turn. Now Todd pulls ahead on the high. Antonio picks up a flush draw. Jack on the river. Antonio's gonna scoop this low here.
Chop chop.
Antonio's probably the nicest guy in the world. Like, I've never seen him tilt, and he always is like, nice hand, nice hand. Did she say McVegan? Yeah. Actually, there's a lot of, I've been trying out different like meat substitute proteins, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, I will say, like, it's a good time to go vegan or vegetarian because there's a ton of options. Like, most restaurants you go to are going to have several, vegan options. And they're not just like some crappy salad. You actually have a lot of options with a lot of different good sauces, so you're not struggling like these days,
There's actually a pretty good vegan restaurant by my house.
And I think there's even some places, like some like fast food, or not fast food, but like kind of drive-through or drive-up options, where you can get a quick meal, so it's not like
Do you know
have to go to.
They have In-N-Out has a vegetarian, protein style, animal style option. It's like a grilled cheese with no bread, animal style, on lettuce. It's so weird. Justin Prentice says raw water has bear pee and it's not vegan. Well, it's not the semen, so you can drink the pee. Antonio flops the second nut flush drop. No, sorry, the second nut flush. And they're having a really friendly game. And I don't like friendly games.
No.
I don't like friendly games. Oh, look at Sally with a queen 6, runner boat.
Yeah, you know, and I'm friendly with people.
She lost so much value there. Antonio flops a
I
flush.
play every single hand as hard as I can against everybody.
And hard as in cap it pre-flop.
As hard as I can. Yeah, it's like just play all against blind.
Local Terror is vegan, by the way, if anyone looks him up. I've been asking him about vegan options. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's not easy. Pimping ain't easy either.
I mean, anytime you make a big change, it's just a matter of learning kind of like the new way you're going about that life. You know, it's just new.
My new life.
Yeah, I mean, it's new patterns. You know, it's just. But after in a couple months, you're gonna look back and be like, yeah, it's good. It's easy. You know, it's normal.
Thankfully, wine is vegan. Antonio's like, why aren't you like, what's going on? I want to play in the hand. Oh yeah, I gotta put my money out.
The nice thing is, if you want to sweat Sally's hands, it's very easy to.
So I'll tell you, with Sally in the small blind here in this hand, I don't love defending the small blind in this game. You like it's a total lead. I'm more likely to defend that hand in the big blind. You're just always out of position. You have to, I think like you have to be super nitty in the small blind position. You're checking it down. Justin Prentice says fish poop is not vegan either. Correct. I probably have eaten fish poop in my life. How many spiders are we supposedly eating like in a lifetime? Because when we sleep, apparently spiders crawl around.
Probably not that, because there's a lot of spiders around.
Yeah, and like
we can all do better.
my old house, I used to like it was like spiders everywhere. I'm like, for sure, I'm eating a spider at night.
So at my house, the spiders and I have a deal that's contract, notarized, and if they're inside, instant death. There's just
I take
don't
my
care.
spiders and put them outside. I'm a fluffy. My 21-year-old self would freaking hate me right now. Brendan calls Queen Jack Jack 9. He thinks he's playing PLO. Todd's got queens. Jack. Brendan. 3, 5, 7, 2 clubs.
So in a bottom 2.
Brandon looks like he's ahead here with an ace 4 for the low.
Nobody with clubs.
Oh, this soft play stuff's killing me.
Right.
Unless Brandon bet and they folded, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think you can peel one there. So Matt Enroll says, people who soft play each other are usually the worst ones at the table. I don't know. I mean, just in general, just don't soft play. You know, you're there to. Everybody's there for different reasons, but you're there to play poker. So play some poker.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because anybody who's playing this game should know that, you know, it's like even if things go bad beat each other, it's just part of the game. Like you shouldn't
Do you
like
qualify
it
for the
shouldn't
bad
ruin
beat if
your.
you're soft playing?
You shouldn't.
Right? I just ordered some French fries because I don't think I can make it till dinner.
I have noticed your feistiness level has died down a little, so.
Yeah, I haven't
must be
eaten
getting
since
hungry.
like lunch. And I didn't even realize I was doing commentary until like later on today when I got a Twitter alert.
Well, I got all my feistiness out in traffic.
Tony's wrapped around this straight here, potential.
It needs
Sort of.
needs a 10.
3. I guess he's not that wrapped around because he only did 10.
Antonio, deuce 4 low.
See, this is a problem with
Ace is gonna come.
Tony's hand is there's no low draw for him.
Right.
But he's taking it down.
Can we rabbit hunt just to see that the ace is going to come? Because every time someone has aces, actually it won't be the case.
Science? Is that science?
Yeah, at least tonight.
Tonight science? I have a feeling there's a DJ out here. I think I might stay to do a little bit of dancing. Since I didn't bring my bankroll for some stupid reason, I was rushing out the door.
I think there might be people here that might loan you though. Right? You're good for it.
Yeah, can you loan me 5K?
Sure. See? It's that easy. So, I mean, we should all be getting into any game we want because it's that easy to get a loan.
It's that easy. Seat open, 612. Darn it.
Oh, flash card. Queen of clubs.
So Saturday morning, and then we have a Sunday morning.
So Cameron's telling the players about the tournaments. Bacon TT7, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Finally, Stone Flag back at it again. Yes.
I'm gonna bring my own headphones.
Yeah, those are terrible.
At this point, it's just keeping my, ear canal warm.
Yeah, the canal.
Yeah.
10-10-8. Brendan flops a boat and is loving life right now. Tony with a backdoor flush, with a backdoor low draw.
And back
Just
to
letting
flush
it
draw.
go.
Antonio calls.
And there he would have got there on the turn. I didn't like this call. I understand that you don't want to go with the pot, but
So what does Antonio have? Deuce 3 low.
The deuce 3?
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, he did. Hard work says a person who's always in a casino, do you consider them a hard room junkie?
No.
It could be a professional gambler, a professional poker player.
Yeah, there are a few of those. And then there's the people that just like to enjoy their time at the table and don't worry about how many chips they have at the end of their session.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
And we like them. Assuming they can afford what they're playing.
Losing. Do you think it's unethical to let someone play, if you saw a friend playing with their rent money?
I'd probably pull them up.
I would try my best to talk my friend out of playing with their rent money.
Yeah. And I mean, I've actually pulled players aside or donators to the game. So you can tell, maybe it's today they're not there for fun. you know, and just talk to them, be like, hey, like maybe today isn't the best day, or are you okay? Like,
Yeah. Ace, Jack 8 on the flop. King on the turn. Queen 10, Todd got there.
and Gene still got the flush draw.
3 on the river. Now a deuce 5. Gene backdoored into this low. Showing his deuce 5. Ghost of M says I love bacon, Craigasm. I'm gonna start trying different forms of bacon. Have you ever seen vegan bacon? It looks like a cartoon.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't look real. I'm like, did you just pull that out of the Simpsons?
So-
What the hell's wrong with me? I'm hungry.
So when I was, I don't know, like 10, I went to summer camp for a week, and it was an Adventist
Is
summer
that fat
camp.
camp?
It was Adventist summer camp.
Oh, you went to an Adventist
I was a
summer
scrawny
camp?
kid, yeah. And
Oh, vegetarian, baby.
yeah, and this was like before like people actually like put effort into like having good meat
Vegetarian,
substitute stuff, and so they had bacon. I was like, and this was like second day, maybe first day, so I hadn't really cued into that. Nothing's real here. And so I tried the bacon, and it was basically like a deep fried cracker. It was disgusting. And it's pretty much ruined me for life.
The Adventists did.
Just the deep fried
The deep fried cracker.
Yeah.
I would try a deep fried cracker. I'm just saying.
It was soggy. Like it wasn't even good deep fried.
You gotta get crispy deep fried. You know what I mean?
Right.
King 10-3.
Do it fair style.
John Duo says, I've had vegan bacon since my girlfriend is vegetarian, but it's not that bad, but definitely real bacon way better. Ghost of M says there's actually some decent vegan bacons out there. Vegan breakfast sausage, however, is much harder to find. There are a few companies that are putting a lot of time and money into creating some good vegan meat options, and apparently some of them are almost better than meat in like some of the studies,
Right.
like burgers.
And if Master Doc is still in there, she's actually vegan. And been vegan for a long time and might have some good ideas on food to get.
It's a vegan theme tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
For a little bit.
for a little bit, until we decide to change.
Until the French fries get here.
The French fries are vegan.
I'm just saying. They may be vegan, but that might change the topic. In the meantime, during vegan talk, a hand happened. So this is a 2040 game, and the pots are like,
Kind of small.
yeah. We had an 816 game.
Pots are bigger. Yeah, but it's also Veronica and Friends. It's an anomaly. You cannot compare it to anything out there. Thanks. You're the best. Thank you. I'm starving. Oh, did you not on the table? You want some of my French fries?
I do, thank you.
You do it.
Thanks, Mary. Don't double dip.
It just costs a lot.
I'm wondering if the table would even be receptive to free drinks.
Where's my gas?
I'm afraid to make that gamble. Well, these are standard fries. Or do you order like fries with seasoning?
These are just snack.
Good. Come down to Stones, good food, good French fries.
Gene raises to 40. Ace 773. Yeah, it's Antonio and Tony to pop. Queen 6. No one's got a queen, but 2 people do have a flush draw.
And the sevens are hoping to survive. I'm rooting for them.
Double paired board. Now they both have queens and sixes with an ace.
I think I might actually just turn my hand into a bluff here with the sevens, you know, just to try to fold out some of the higher cards. They're going to see a river.
See,
Because I'm okay if I take the pot down right now, like on the turn.
if I'm in late position here, I'll bet into this. Wow, they're checking to me. If they're calling, what are they calling with?
Right.
Just a flush draw? You could easily include some bluffs in your range here in this turn around. Bacon says the only person he knows is Cam the dealer.
Not that person to know.
Are you gonna show me or am I gonna show you?
These are really, really crispy. Probably a little too well done for me.
So has bacon always been his name, or just because we were talking about vegan bacon?
I think that's his name. Mary's saying, I don't think they can hear us. And they're like, oh, they improved the mics. Yeah, we can hear you. We're all listening.
Oh, there's a Mary at the table?
I mean, Sally.
All right, Sally, what are you gonna do with King Queen 7-7?
DF Don Duo says Cameron is a regular at the Tuesday game in Roseville. Yep.
Is that the basketball game?
Tuesday pickup game. Yeah.
Nice.
At 12 or 12:30. I hear all about it.
I would imagine there could be some wagering on those games too.
So that's what I do. I place wagers on the game without the players even knowing.
Smart.
Very little. There's no like who is
Deuce 3-7.
Sally would have had a set.
20 flops, two pair.
like I said, you're trying to take it and let it fit.
Ace 8's looking nice. But Tony does have a live 4.
She's gonna take it. Haven't seen Una scoop very many pots. Or she was, or she threw that.
I'm just gonna eat them all if you don't. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
He started it though.
Don Duo, there were some bets on games on Tuesdays that we knew about, but didn't know the actual amount. I do. A couple of my inner circle peeps playing that game.
Service center limit.
Bacon says Veronica, no one has queens and sixes. I agree. I don't think it was raised pre-flop. No one has queens there. And people in this game don't typically play like sixes and sevens.
Right. Well, I mean, and we saw Sally, who likes to see most flops, even fold in, pocket sevens, king, queen. You know, and not suited, so I mean, it's fine fold. But, that just kind of illustrates the point of this game.
Lawrence flops a lot of tens.
Antonio has flush draw with a pair, low draw, some good things. I got my pants.
Antonio bets 40. He does have a diamond draw. 3-4 for the low. I don't mind his low. Sally's blocking all the deuces. Sally's got a better low, deuce 4.
Brandon still has a nut low.
Lawrence with the nut flush draw. And a set of tens. King on the river.
Which actually might get Antonio to pay off.
Yeah, he's got 2 pair.
Second nut low.
I think. Oh, so Brandon's gonna do 3. He's gonna scoop the low.
I guess actually Antonio's
And
third
Lawrence is
low.
gonna take the top. Oh my God! Bacon asked for bacon at Taco Bell. That's how he got his name. So, forgive me for asking. I don't eat at Taco Bell. I don't eat most fast food, except for In-N-Out. Do they actually have bacon at Taco Bell? And why not?
I think they at least go through times where they have bacon.
There's no way. Yeah. I mean, but it's not real Mexican food, so. You know what I call it at work when I'm at work? I don't know if anyone. Well, I don't think I share some of those snaps. I call it taco schmel.
Taco smell.
Because there's a woman at work, I swear to God, every day she eats it for dinner, and then she's in the bathroom at 10 o'clock and it smells like Taco Bell in there. Like it didn't even digest.
Do you think she has that app, you know, where it's like the professional pooper app, where you can like track how much you're getting paid to poop at work?
I love that. That's great.
Service on 11.
When it is calling under the gun, it's going to be a pretty tight range for her to come in.
So is it when it's service, Mary's here? If it needs service.
So I would assume it's probably at least an ace deuce suited. 'Cause, I mean, she has shown that she's going to raise hand with her bigger, you know, pocket pair kind of hands.
Lawrence ace king 8-5 single suit. Got a lot of people in this hand. Ace 3-10. Deuce 4 right now. Great low draw. King on the turn. Now hearts. There's 3 people with a heart draw. Lawrence with a nuts.
Right in with the straight.
Brandon's betting, yes. I like it.
He's also hoping for like deuce of clubs, so you can, or deuce of diamonds, so you can just go chop or go nut.
Scoop it. Brandon's scooping with a 4-5 nut low with a wheel and a top straight.
Yep.
Broadway.
And wheel. You
Run
got,
better, Brendan. Run better.
so basically, his straight just wraps around the board.
So with
He's got the 10 to 5
Brendan
straight.
betting into me, I guess Lawrence has 2 pair. He's betting in on the turn and river.
But 2 people called. I think this is a place, if you're Antonio, you can make a fold. Same though,
Yeah.
you've already had a caller.
Yes.
Especially when it's Lawrence calling, you know, been
Yes.
pretty tight, so.
I 100% agree with you. I think Antonio's the spot that should have folded. Now if Lawrence folds, then Antonio
I think you
maybe
can call.
call.
Yeah. I think you can call with a playable low.
I don't think they're playing with a kill. Not even a half kill. I liked my last game with a full kill. Much nicer, right?
Yeah.
Or you probably don't even remember.
I remember parts. I'm pretty sure I was more drunk the month before.
In the December game?
No,
As you should have been.
The November one. The November one, that's when
I don't
was
remember
playing.
that one.
I was playing every hand blind into the
Yes,
river.
that was glorious.
Yeah.
King, Queen, Deuce. Antonio flops open-ended. Sally's still got aces with a queen. King pairs the board. Now Una's got a lot of kings. Una bets her kings. Right now there's no straight, no flush. She's pretty much got to feel like she has the best hand unless someone else has king queen. The problem with betting there is really there's nothing else. Unless someone has a set and is beating you with their boat.
Right.
That's the one problem. It's not a wet board.
Was there
It's
only
not-
one flush draw out? Or was there a
There was no
even?
flush draw. There was no flush draw and there was no straight. No straight draw. I mean, there could have been a straight draw. There was a king queen. But I'm just saying, there's
Right.
only one card to come.
Right.
I would kind of check back there, and then I would, then bet
Four-handed?
river. So she was first act. Sorry, I would have,
Yeah.
I would have checked, and then I would have bet river. See if like someone made like a 2-pair kind of hand.
It's a tough spot though. Especially, I mean, like this lineup, you just don't have too many people putting in money. Like,
Yeah, so I'm saying like
yeah.
I would check there and let them hit like something on the river to potentially get some value on the river. I think you get more value on river than you do turn in that on that board.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only going to get one bet.
9-10 queen. Let's see what everyone's got. Lawrence has a queen. Can't see Brendan's cards.
If Brendan's limping under the gun, he's probably going to be like, like a low kind of hand.
Bacon says that they have bacon at Taco Bell. Congratulations, Taco Bell. 6 on the river.
I wonder if Brandon has like ace-6. Or maybe a flush if he's betting out. King Jack.
Lawrence
maybe.
sitting here with aces. The board's got a flush on it.
Brendan
Calls.
probably
He
has
wants
a-
to see.
He probably has a
He wants to
flush.
see Brendan's lies.
And Brendan ace-3.
Ace Jack.
Yeah.
3.
So spades? I can't tell. Is that clubs?
Ace King Jack 3.
Oh, there it is.
Ace
Yeah, it's
King.
Broadway.
Yeah, King Jack. Yeah. Well, it wasn't spades.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised, given just how this game is played. But I mean, he has shown that he can bet a non-nutted hand on the flop or on the
There's
river.
no kill on this hand, right?
We have no kills. Yeah, this game. They said 20-40 was big enough.
It's a good sized game.
Oh, I would have rocked this game.
A mandatory cap going on.
Lawrence is in this hand. Ace, King, 8, Deuce. I actually would have liked a raise. Antonio's double suited. Ace, King, Queen, 4. He's calling. Oh no, he's raising. Did you just lose down? Antonio 3 bets to 16. King 5 deuce. Antonio flops top pair. Lawrence flops top pair. Backdoor flush draw.
And I mean, that's great for like ace-3.
But Brendan,
Love seeing
Antonio, and Lawrence all have backdoor diamond draws, which would be amazing.
Especially with Lawrence.
Viscount Alpha, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. If
What up,
you're
Vis?
in the Twitch chat, get in YouTube. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Queen on the turn.
Come hang out with us where we can actually see what you're saying.
Antonio now picks up 2 pair. Brendan now picks up inside straight draw. He still has an ace 3 for the nut low, and it doesn't get there, but the jack does. Now Brendan makes Broadway, and there is no low. Antonio has 2 pair. And he's like, nice hand.
Yep, nice hand.
Never, like, that head shake is probably the most I've ever seen him tilt. Nicest guy in the world. Nicest guy in the world. And brags about his beautiful wife. I
Nice.
love a guy who brags about his
Nice.
beautiful wife.
You gotta be excited. Yeah.
What's up, Fat Train? Don't talk to me, Fat Train. I asked him to fill in for me tonight. He's like, no, I'm busy. I'm busy. I gotta play with my pinballs tonight.
I can't help Fat Train out with that, you know. He's on his own. He's gonna have to face the wrath of you.
I am B-OK. What's up? Nice to see you. I am B-OK. I like your name. Welcome to the chat. If you have not subscribed, do it now, or Mustak will come and hurt you.
I will.
I'm not threatening you here, so
I'll hurt you emotionally.
don't. I hate it when you do that. Okay, I went to the gym before I got here. Just tried to get a quick workout in because I haven't had time. I'm so like dying right now. I'm in so much pain.
Like, I feel like if you were laughing a lot,
It would be so painful.
you would.
I can't laugh in this game. Just 3, 4, 5. Antonio, open-ended. King on the turn. Now Gene picks up a flush draw.
One thing I always, it sucks when you do, you know, a lot of core workout and like, you know, you're sitting and playing. That first time you stand up and you like re-stretch out. Oh my God. You feel like you're stretching from your kneecaps up.
Oh, Fat Train, you're busy doing laundry, washing your hair. Sure.
I mean, I think it might have been he just didn't want to be in the booth with me.
That's probably it.
He's done it once before.
Anytime
He's like,
you do it once,
never
you do.
again, yeah.
Never again.
You know?
This place is busy AF.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's an open table at all. Maybe one.
Way in the back,
Yeah.
where the tournaments usually are.
We're gonna get a heads-up game going up over those tables.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Heads
They don't
up
run
something.
heads-up games. Even
think
like they
that-
tried 25-50 heads-up, they wouldn't do it.
I don't know. I think they might.
Tony with an ace deuce 10-8. I don't mind it. Calls. Lawrence wrapped around these little cards. He calls. Ace 3-9. Lawrence with a nice low draw deuce 5.
Yeah, he would have preferred the ace 4-9. Can't
Yeah,
be picked
it's
yet.
okay.
Yes, can't be picked.
I mean, what are the odds that someone has a 4-5? And so now,
gets there.
now he gets there with a perfect low.
And he's gonna scoop.
Broadway. Not Broadway.
He's got wheel and 6 high straight.
Oh yeah, he does have the 6 high.
Or no. Don't mind me. I'm wishful talking right now.
Yeah, why are you messing me up? I'm not trying to be an a-hole, man. I'm just like trying to read the cards.
Me too. Sometimes I'll like see a card from someone's hand and then just in my mind I incorporate it onto the board. And I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not how we
There's
play this game.
medications for that.
I just try to cover one eye and I hope that helps. Yeah.
Let us know where you're at in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. I want to see how far our range is tonight.
I bet you someone's watching from Uranus. That's usually we get that.
Uranus is a very popular place, especially your Uranus.
It's hard to travel there.
I have not heard that. I've heard the opposite.
No.
Ace, King, Jack, 2 hearts. Tony flops a flush draw. Antonio with a jack. And Tony gets there. Easy peasy. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, Tony. That's 40. You're gonna get some worse flushes to call. You're also gonna get some sets that are looking to pair the board. Queen on the river. board on the turn. Betting there was great. Opposite of Una,
Yes.
who had the board like crushed and no one else had anything, and she was betting there. I think she could have just checked, so that was a good bet. I like that on the turn.
Shout out from Detroit. We got Oregon.
Mr. Smiley, what's up?
Illinois.
Detroit City. DeKalb, Illinois. DeKalb,
I don't even know.
Illinois. Viscount Alpha, Oregon. Wow, I didn't know you guys were so far away. Bacon, well, if we're doing location shoutouts, shout out for Durant, Oklahoma. Woo! I've been to Tulsa and I've been to Oklahoma City. Pocket Abe's is actually in Sacramento. Don't lie. Yeah.
I don't know what he just wrote, but maybe that's what he calls his bedroom.
Baluk says government shutdown is official. Thank you for being our government announcer. On behalf of all government officials, we're shutting down. I was listening to the BBC today on my lunch hour trying to get wrap my head around this government shutdown. Dayton, Ohio, Baluk. Deuce, Queen, 9 on the flop. Gene flops the nut flush draw. He also is he also has to have a set of deuces. Yes, sir. He's counterfeited for his logo.
Yep.
I slept for like 9 hours last night, and today I'm gonna do a record 10 hours, I think.
I don't believe it. I think you're actually going to be so uptight from the beginning of this stream that you're gonna lose sleep.
Yeah, I was a little worked up earlier. I've calmed down. I was a little feisty. I like lost all my energy. That's how I got so hungry. Ghost of M says, shout out from New Jersey. Feels bad, man. Yeah. New Jersey sucks.
Yep.
You should immigrate to California, Ghost of M. I'll marry you and you can become a legal California citizen. Yeah, there's a long wait list to get into California.
There is. Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna have to yell at him a lot, right? I think he's used to
Ghost
the women out there yelling at him.
He's been trolling me for years. He's used to it. He'll just like go online if he wants to talk to me.
He's like, hey, can you bring me more toilet paper? And then the Snapchat.
Yeah, that'd be good. I like poop snaps. Poop snaps are fun. Todd calls the 20 with the ace, ace, 7, 5. I like that he's not like super spazzing with aces. I think PLO, you know, you can spaz out a little bit more with just aces.
Yeah, I still think in general people overplay aces.
Jack 10-3 in this game.
I think in general. Like in any Omaha. Right?
Okay, I think that like this might be a 2-hour conversation. 7 on the turn. Antonio has a nut flush draw. Asa Kaneko says, shout out from Hawaii. Kaneko is Japanese for cat. I did a student exchange in Japan in high school.
Nice.
Yes. 9 of clubs. Antonio gets there. Ghost of M says, it's very kind of you, Veronica. You may not know, but I spent a year of my life in California. It was in the Valley. Oh, like Bakersfield? Were you building homes for Jesus?
Jesus or Jesus?
They're both the same. 5-bet Jesus is real. I've seen him with my own eyes.
Really?
He has a Snapchat, and it's called Cheese Guru, and I've seen him 5-bet in our 1025 game.
What?
His name is Tony. He's Jesus.
Wow. I feel like that's like...
He dresses as Jesus. He brings his Jesus outfit with him. Like, I've seen a Snapchat where he dresses Jesus in Vegas and dresses Jesus in like Thailand or something. Like, yeah, man. It's Jesus. 5-bet Jesus. I'll tell you what, Antonio is not watching. And he's not watching Stones live. I've never seen him watch Stones live. I'm a little hurt when they won't watch it. I get mad at them when they watch it, but then when they won't watch it, I'm hurt.
Right. I mean,
You know, it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to. King 9-10. Antonio with backdoor flush draw. No one else with any flush draws. Todd flops top 2. Jack on the turn. Now Todd picks up top 3. Check, check. 5 on the river. I think that Jack of Diamonds slowed something down in them. They both checked.
yeah.
Antonio's gonna scoop. Ghost of M says Stones is up in Northern California at least 4 hours from where I was. I think Bakersfield is 5 hours. No, San Fernando Valley. Gatsby says San Fernando Valley. Oh, Burbank. Burbank's not bad.
Yeah.
I like how DDOM678 calls us the Stones. Stones Live Poker says the Valley's in SoCal. DDOM, we're like literally half a block from Sacramento. Don't even play. We're the first Citrus Heights exit. We are in Sacramento, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much skip the Stones.
My boss talks to me like that. Hey, Veronica, what were you doing putting that into production? That's how she starts off, like really slow, and then like pushes it full speed.
Like John Wayne style.
Yeah. No, what was him in?
No, he did it kind of slow with the pause at the end.
God, Frank, it's at the tip of my tongue. It was in John Candy's movie where he went back to school. He was the professor. Oh, he's a great comedian. He died.
You know Rodney Dangerfield?
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield went back to school, and then the guy was the teacher. God, his name's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, it was Back to School, but I can't remember the... I was actually thinking about that movie just like last night.
What was his name? God, I can't remember, but that was like... Someone Google it! 6 on the river. Sam Kennison! Damn it, Sam Kennison!
Yeah, he's that
Legend.
high-strung kind of character. They're a little late to the.
Yeah, Gatsby, whatever. Thanks for nothing. I'm gonna go like dance with the DJ. There's a DJ. There's
Yeah, they have like
people
art. They
here.
have balloons over there.
Men with beards. I'm gonna go dance with the DJ.
Just don't be bumping the record. Don't be that person.
Oh no, I wouldn't. They don't bump records anymore.
They should.
It's MP3s.
Yeah, that's terrible. I want my DJs old school with
Technic
vinyl.
1200s, right? I used to be a DJ. I had Tech 12s, 2
I have
turntables,
heard-
and a microphone.
I've heard some of your cuts.
Yeah, I haven't put out a lot of my cuts. I put out a few of my cuts. I actually, if I ever have time, I might put together a few more mixes. Just because I'm cool like that.
You're smooth like that.
I'm chill like that. I'm chill like that. Cool like that. Sam Kinison and Rodney Dangerfield. Thanks, Viscount Alpha. Like, yeah, 10 years later.
But that was like a couple streams ago we were talking about,
Yeah.
right?
Brandon raises to 40 under the gun. Probably a pretty good range there, under the gun raise. Lawrence got irritated with my commentary and decided to play.
But
Here we go.
But he doesn't want to show us what he's playing now. He's, you know, a little
He's
gun
pissed.
shy.
Jack 10-8. Todd's got a backdoor flush draw.
Like a flush draw, back to a low draw. That's a good card for him.
Now that,
Three of spades with that card.
and if a 2 comes, he's still got the 4. He's got the nuts. He cannot be counterfeited with this low. He needs to put money in this pot. Jack. If I can't have my low counterfeited, people are going to yell at me for saying this. People are going to yell at me and say, no, you should never be jamming with the low. But if I can't have my low counterfeited, man, I'll jam it up someone's pie hole. Todd bets 40.
So what is Lauren's hero calling with like a 10 something?
8.
8 ace. What a hero
Deuce.
call.
Ace 9, 8 deuce.
Nice hero call.
Todd has an ace deuce. Oh yeah, it didn't come. It didn't come. You know, lots of cards. Lots of cards. I'm not perfect. I wish this was pre-recorded. If we had this edited, oh my god.
That would take
I'd be a wizard.
It would take us like 16 hours to get through a stream.
Yeah, you ever talk to Lon McCarran and how long it takes to edit and stuff?
I'm gonna call, no matter what. I'm calling you. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, Lon's actually only 25. It
Yeah.
takes so long. You just really look like you aged.
Lon looks sexy. What are you talking about? Don't talk about my bae like that.
Age doesn't mean
Hey,
not
I'm just
sexy.
gonna name drop Lon McCarran's my bae.
That's true.
I'm having his child. No, I'm not. I don't want to. I'm just joking. Let's not start any rumors. I'm just joking, Lon, but I do love him.
Lon's super cool.
Yes, he is our ambassador to this poker room.
This room gets a lot of pretty notable people coming through.
Yes, ace deuce 6, 2 diamonds. Tony's got an 8 high diamond draw. Top's flop, top pair. Looks like everyone's checking around.
Brandon 5-3 low. 4-5. 5-3 low's best.
Deuce now pairs the board. Una's got a deuce. Brandon's got a nice low. And not anymore. But Brandon's got a 6.
Is it 6? Brandon's gonna chop. Or,
No, Brandon's gonna scoop.
Words, they're difficult.
Five three is Brendan's low.
Yep. So Asa wants to know how they can get into an 08 Veronica and Friends game.
Send me your reading list, first of all.
And a 10-minute.
Send me your favorite wine and why. Send me this on Twitter. And then, I don't know, I don't want someone knitting
Alright,
sweaters
Vince.
in my game.
See ya. Yeah, and you probably need to like send your your hand ranges that you play and your PFR. And if it's anything less than like 90,
I need your VPIP to be like minimum 70%. Viscount, what's up? Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Nice
Good.
to see you in the chat. Bacon says, the Valley is SoCal. I think that person needs a timeout. You know what, though? We have to make fun of LA. LA is the Valley, man. No, LA is super nice. Bakersfield's the Valley.
Speaking
Hanford
of
is the valley.
Bakersfield, where's Barstow at?
Sonora is the valley, not
I was like,
Sonoma.
Sonoma.
Sonora is the valley. I have a hospital down there. And like I said, yeah, I'm going to Sonora. And they're like, you mean Sonoma? I'm like, no, I mean Sonora.
I'm going to Sonoma for the weekend to drink.
Oh, nice.
Sally will come in definitely with the ace 8, queen 6.
Double suited. Oopsie
And
backdoor.
Brendan is 3-betting the ace 8, 5-3. Hogging a lot of clubs.
Brendan raises to 40. Sally quickly calls. 4-5-9. Brendan and Brandon both in this hand. Gotta keep it straight. Brendan bets 20, gets a couple callers. Checking, they're all checking the turn, except for Brendan.
This 2-pair.
It's easy to bet up Sally's hand. Those types of hands on this board. I think Brendan might be, for me, the best player in this game. I've seen him probably get the most value out of his made hands, or when he's playing his position pretty well. I really like him in this game.
Well, yeah, it's like we commented earlier. He's a person that can actually value bet non-nutted hands.
Yes.
He's value betted, straights on flush paired boards, and gotten people call.
I am not inviting him to my game. He's too good. I only allow 2 good players in my game each time. Azan is one of them. I don't know how Azan manages to squeeze his way into my game every month.
But he does. And
He's lucky I'm his friend.
yeah, but I like Azan. Azan's super chill. He's another fan. Now I haven't played with him as many hours, but I've never seen him really get frustrated or like tilt or be disrespectful towards anybody.
He's like one of the best poker players in the city. I don't even know why I invite him to my game. The only reason I invite him is because he agrees to lighten up and loosen up in my game.
Right.
Like, he'll never drink and play, but he will in my game.
Right.
So people who want to come in soul crush, I can't invite them.
Right. Yeah, I think in the last couple, Veronica and friends that I played with him, we're definitely doing a couple shots and having a good time.
Stone's Eye Poker said they used to live in the valley. LOL. You mean Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Biscount says I'm like the Hulk. Why? I'm always tilted.
I just thought she was green.
Holy crap, it's so full in here. And there's an open seat in the 612, and it's just like, why am I not on?
Well, you should use the Stones Live app, or the Stones app, and put yourself on the list. You can put yourself on the list and be up for an hour?
No, I'm gonna go eat and go home. King 9 deuce. This is my life now. I got other stuff to do.
Sounds terrible.
I know. Tony's got a king.
I thought for sure we'd get some away.
Brandon needs a queen versus Broadway. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Spade comes, no one's got flush draw, although Sally's blocking the nut flush.
And 6. Anybody got 2 pair? Yeah, Brandon's got 2 pair, King 9.
3 up. Gene's enjoying himself. Is he drinking beer with a straw?
Sally has the best low, a 7.
I think Gene is drinking beer with a straw. Is that legal?
No. You talking about this?
No, it's the other one. It looks like a...
Right there?
Yeah, it looks like a beer-colored liquid.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like anybody... What, just anybody, not wearing a shit ton of lipstick shouldn't be drinking a beer with straw. Right?
Nobody should drink beer with a straw. You can get it off a glass.
And he does not strike me as the type of person that's gotta be a T.
I think I've gained a lot of weight. I can feel all my fat. I've been eating. There's a place called Bad Bakers by my house. Oh my god, they make the best like Spanish rolls. I can't go there because I'll eat everything all day.
So
All of their.
I'm willing to get yelled at for this. What's a Spanish roll?
It's like a sweet. It's like a European donut.
Okay.
So Americans make their donuts with what's it called? Baking soda or baking powder, and Europeans make donuts with yeast. And so we let the dough rise, and it's like super chewy, and so it's got brown sugar and butter, and it's rolled. Oh, it's so amazing.
Now, is that pretty common, or is it just like that place? Like, I don't really go to bakeries.
It's just that place, and there's a bakery in Natomas that they used to own that also does them. But it's just amazing. Like,
I'm about to give it a shot.
it's crack. That's what it is. It's crack, and I've become fat from it. I think people are getting their panties in a bunch in the chat, and I think you just need to lighten up, Buttercup. Brandon races 40, Tony calls, Sally calls. King 6'4", 2 hearts.
Besides, California's great, but it's not above being ragged on.
It's not about what?
It's not above being ragged on. You know, we can make fun of California and give us a
Everything should be laughed at. Brandon
100%.
picks up the nut flesh.
See, Tony, Sally would be splitting low.
Sally calls. She's got her lemon drop, so she's loosey-goosey. Out on the river. Brandon's betting. Thank you, discount. I love that you're totally commando.
I'm just thinking about folding it. It's getting that low.
This is a spot where I think, this is iffy. Like, I'm super whaley, so I call here if I'm in Sally, but I think it's like also a good fold spot.
Right. Well, I think, and I've said before, I think anytime the ace deuce is out there for low, I think you can make some pretty tight folds. With like ace, like second nut low. Just because everybody plays like ace deuce has.
Yeah, I think in like PL08, this is more like it'd be more likely that you can get like half the pot to fold.
Right.
Those two ace threes would be folding for sure, but in this game,
one bet, and that's what I was wondering earlier.
To a pot size bet.
Like, if he raised there, does she always fold? Like, does he think it's too spewy to try to raise?
To raise,
right.
like to get 25%, like
Right.
get the
Out,
quarter
yeah.
pot out. Yeah, I mean, actually, I think that might be a good idea.
It's a good play. It's just if you feel confident enough that, because obviously no one's going to fold the ace deuce. But I think
no one's folding the ace deuce, but no one's also going to raise with the ace deuce. I think it's like an okay like semi bluff
Right.
to raise there with the ace three and like see if you can get a worse low to fold. Or I mean like the same low or worse. Well, worse low is always going to fold anyway, but like
To get
that exact spot to
fold out the top.
But then ace deuce calls and either way you're either going 25%, so you're shooting for 50%, possibility you'll get nothing or 50%.
Right.
Rather than just settling for 25% with what you're saying.
I think that's a
Like you want to shoot for 50% there, so you want to put in that raise.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that. Viscount can't go to sleep. And he used to be a manager at Palomino strip club. I have not been there, but I do enjoy the strip clubs in the Vegas vicinity. I have to say Sapphires and Rhino are. Okay, I haven't spent a lot of money there, but the people I go with spend all the money for me.
Yes.
The last time I went to Sapphires, I think I blew through like a lot of money.
I mean, I think everybody should have a good like Vegas story, you know, where they just
Every
Vegas
day
strip
that
club story.
Every day that I am in Vegas is a good story. I used to live in Vegas. It's never as fun when you live there.
You have been everywhere.
I've been to every strip club everywhere. I do not enjoy the hustler in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, no.
We went to
Don't lie, Justin. Palomino is not a restaurant.
yeah, we went to Crazy Horse in Vegas at like 7 p.m. And when we left, we almost missed our flight, and it was like full daylight out.
Why are you telling a story that everyone else has told? That's like, you think that's like a cool story, bro? That's like a normal story for a strip club. Everybody goes at 7 p.m. and comes out and almost misses their flight, and it's broad daylight outside.
I didn't
Linda.
full trip aces, okay? So let's bring it down on it.
He just told me a story he thought that like I've never heard before or have never experienced. Mamma mia. It's $20 pre-flop. Ace 10-9. All hearts. Massage therapist is here. I'm gonna see if she'll massage me. They're asking why I'm being so nice to you.
Because we're homies. Homie?
Homies. We're homies. Sally's 69%.
And she takes
to
it.
win.
And Sally's pretty much just floated around her starting stack pretty much the whole day.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't had her lucky dealer yet. She believes in lucky dealers. I've tried to talk her out of that.
Yeah. Some people
I'm
just
like-
don't care about that.
You realize the shuffler's doing all the work, right?
Oh. So
Except for the live stream cards.
I had a
They can't fit in
conversation
there.
with someone about, so they're like, oh yeah, I don't believe in the lucky dealers or any of that. You know, I know it's the shuffler, but this place does, you know, like cuts the deck. So based on how they cut the deck, that's a bad, you know, dealer. I'm like, what? They totally think, you know, people that think, you know, lucky dealers and all that's garbage.
It's why I
But then
can't have a lot of friends. It's why I have 3 friends.
Yeah. And like I thought he was like trying to like just bullshit.
You thought he was
me, like,
trolling
just-
you.
Yeah, like the whole time. No.
Yeah, I can't have a lot of friends. Like I just can't roll with people that don't think logically.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend my entire time, like we need a baseline established for friendships. And I don't want to spend my entire line trying to get you up to the baseline.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is like, you know, so you're playing a game that's like based on like logic and, you know, percentages, and then you just throw in some huge ridiculous belief like
Using this certain lucky bathroom. Or getting a deck change makes you luckier.
Yeah. No, I mean that is true though.
Yeah. Brendan's got 2 pair. Now he's got a boat. Brendan by far has been my favorite player in this game.
Yeah.
He's like getting max value when I think he could have like raised this, but he's getting good value out of like wet boards where people can draw. He's trying to figure out like Does someone have like a deuce 5?
So what does Antonio
Possible.
have?
Antonio leads into him. Brendan just calls. I think Brendan's worried about like a deuce 6 or a deuce 5, which both of them beat him.
I have a full house, but I cannot beat a full house.
He said, I have a full house, but I cannot beat a full house.
Antonio's 6'4", or 6s.
Yeah, Antonio takes it down. Brendan's like playing perfectly tonight. Perfect. Perfect. Brendan, you are my hero tonight.
Yeah, I've been really, really impressed with this play tonight.
Yeah.
We know all the same people. Like, everybody who's already betting is already with you. I'm waiting on my
This is popping.
I think I might sit right there in about 15 minutes.
Put your name on the list?
No, I'm gonna play if I chance.
Considering the fact that no one's filling it.
Yeah. I'll probably put my name on the 2-5 list also, so if there's a seat, I might just take that, depending on how the game works. It's weird though to walk in and not see like 3 or 4 very familiar faces.
Yeah, all the crushers are at a different casino.
Right.
And tonight is busy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
This is a
I'm
good
normally
night
not
to be
here on
here.
Friday nights. But
This is definitely a good night to be here. Gene 3-bet.
finally,
Like
Gene's
it.
waking up. Antonio 4-bets. There was no straddle, so that was a cap. King 4 deuce. Jesus, we had to wait 2.5 hours for a freaking cap.
Right?
It's like painful. Ace 3 right now, not low draw. There is none.
Is that a big one?
Gene right now with an ace 6, like an oopsie backdoor.
You think he still has that drink? I gotta go run over there to see if it's really beer.
Look, it looks like a beer with a straw, right?
It does.
Some people have sensitive teeth, though. Drink through a straw. Just saying. 7 on the river. Gene's gonna take this with an ace 6. Antonio's got a king. Got a king.
I think the way Antonio's been running tonight, he's just happy to win anything anyway. He just really hasn't been on the good end of a lot of hands.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't get any momentum. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do about
Antonio plays this game a lot. He's well aware of,
the variance.
yeah, he's good. My friend said Chris Moneymaker drank through a straw. Yeah, we made him a special straw for his big
But that
ass
wasn't a
bottle of
beer.
wine.
It wasn't a beer.
Was a wine. Was wine.
Yep.
He's fancy.
Oh yeah, he fancy now.
Wow, Ghost of M caught you with the LOL, sucker. Looks like you lost your lulls, huh? Sucker. Ghost of M, mark it down today, February. Oh, it's
February.
January 19th.
Good lord.
Ghost of M said LOL. It was Ghost of M that said LUL, right? I hope. Otherwise, I'm losing my old woman mind. D-Dom, no one drinks $200 bottles of wine through a straw quite like Chris Moneymaker. Ace Queen 6. Deuce 4 is not looking too bad right now for Antonio. Gene needs a 10 to pick up Broadway.
Brandon's raising. I think Brandon might be like kind of like a rap with hearts.
There it is. Antonio's gonna slow down here. Unless he thinks his low might be okay.
Oh, well, I guess he doesn't have hearts.
King on the river. Antonio shows a 6 deuce. Sorry, it's a 7 deuce. It's a 7 deuce. Ace queen, 2 pair for Brandon.
I don't know how I feel about his raise on the turn.
Brandon's?
With his actual hand. You're not getting flushes to fold. You're not getting the straights, or no straight there yet. But
maybe like a low draw would fold. Did the low, was the low already there? No.
It was queen.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe if that's what he's doing to try to get a low draw to fold.
Yeah, I think the only thing he does there is probably try to get a low draw to fold. And he was right, because that's all Antonio had. If the low was already there, though, then it was, a terrible play.
I just can't remember what the turn was.
Lawrence is back, waking up with a hand, and everybody and their dog are in this hand. Can't see Lawrence's cards. Just 4-5. Todd's got 2 pair. Just trying to see what everyone's got. Brayden flops a set of 4s. I'd put some money in this pot. Ace 3 is the nuts here, or a 3-6 for a straight.
So Lawrence did that.
Oh,
ace
Lawrence
3.
does have the Ace 3. He's got the wheel. My brain. And Lawrence also picks up the nut part draw on the turn, and putting money in this pot is a good idea. Even if someone's got a 3-6, oh well, you still got the low.
Right. You guaranteed half of it at this point.
Kind of free rolling this high. 10 on the river. No flush gets there. Lawrence continues. Bets 40. I like it.
Lawrence is going to build to the stack.
With this many people in the pot, I like it. Brandon's folding a set of 4s.
It's actually a really good fold too.
Yeah.
Especially with the fact that it's folded to him.
I like that bet on that turn because flush draws are going to be giving you maximum value, and sets are going to stay even with the board pairs. I like it.
Yeah. And I really like that fold too.
Christopher Conception said Brendan won an 08 circuit ring a few nights ago.
Nice. Well,
That,
good pick.
That, my friend, is obvious to me now.
It's a good
We
play.
have a champion at our table. Oh, I lost my sound. There it is. Just needed to put it in and out of the hole a few more times.
Yeah, I mean, right, to get the connection going.
Yeah.
The juices flow.
Yeah.
Sound juices.
I needed to like lube it up a little bit.
Right. Stand.
My friend says that his son's name is Brendan.
Nice. Your son has to be a good 08 player.
Yeah, Brandons are all not Brandons, Brandons.
Yeah. Yeah, something to live up to now.
I'm joking, Brandon. Jane raises to 40. And scoops.
Wow. I didn't think that was allowed. For them not to be a flop.
Brendan's in at 1.8K. I think you bought him for 1. You're a solid crusher if you're almost doubling your stack in 3 hours in a split pot game.
Yeah.
Like maximizing your value. I like everything about his play. Solid player. Antonio, I don't think cares that he's on his left. In a limit game, less so.
Yeah. Sally's starting to have a good time.
Yeah. I know what Sally does for a living, so coming in here is very much more entertaining than her daily regime. She's a cashier at Walmart.
I thought she was a greeter.
Oh, the greeter, yeah. Well, she moved up.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good. Good for her.
She gets to wear a smock.
Not everybody gets to.
I know. I don't get to wear a smock in my job. King, Jack, 8, 2 spades.
Brandon's just ahead, even.
Just being ahead. He's just ahead. Just real, like, not much of nothing. With spade draw. King on the turn.
And we'll see a river. Oh, no. I'm okay with that bet.
Gene checks. Brandon scoops.
You think your opponent's in check fold mode? Bet. Let him fold. Unless you got the nuts. And check.
Give them an inch of room to try to squeeze through a little hole.
Yep.
Yes, Mr. Smiley, that's what she said. That's my line.
Your lines, that's what I said. That's what I said.
That's what I said. Be my guess.
Someone has a bunch of plates and stuff in here. Yeah, but we got to get people buying into this $1,000 tournament. The single table.
I'm just telling you right now, I have zero worries that game will fill.
Oh no, it's going to fill up. But I want to see like some kamikaze people playing in that tournament. You know, like I know we're gonna see some familiar faces, but I want to see some, some loose cannons in there.
All right.
So get a bunch of people together, play $100 tournament each, 10 people, 11 people, and then the winner of that buys into it, and then just makes life hell for everybody.
Okay, so here's my problem with that. All of my friends are like crushers. I'm the worst poker player of all my friends.
You don't have the normal group of friends.
No, like, okay, I don't want to name drop. They're like my best friends. Matt H. Zahn.
Bobby,
Jake. Andrew Barber, World Series of Poker 10K horse champion, is my friend. Like, I am I to invite to my game. If I have a get together with my friends, I do not play poker with my friends because they will crush my soul. Zach from SAC is around the circle of my friends, and he's another crusher. I mean, like, I don't have any crappy poker player friends.
So Christopher, I cashed in the bounty tournament. I don't know if that's what you were looking at.
Nice. How many bounties did you get?
3.
They're $100 each.
$100 each.
Nice.
So then, bust out 18. I just couldn't really get much going like the whole time. I wrote like a pretty short stack, like entire tournament, so I was happy with it.
The last tournament I played was WPT PL08, actually.
How'd you do?
I got 11. Wasn't great. 11? Yeah, I got 11.
Anytime you make it that deep, it's like other people are excited, but you're like so close.
Yeah. D-Dom 678 says study partner. I don't have time, dude. I'm like doing grad school. Can't. Brandon raises to 40 and gets a lot of customers. Ace 9 deuce, 2 diamonds. I really have no excuse to not become better because I have a lot of people that I can bounce hands off of.
I feel you've gotten a lot better.
No. I'm like absolutely horrible.
She's so good at the meta game.
9 pairs of boards. Now there's 2 flush draws up there. Todd and Antonio look like they're the only ones with diamonds here. No one with spades. 7. Measly old 7.
Todd's just gonna have to settle for
No straights. 3-4 for the nut low. 4-5 looks like it's gonna take it. Antonio with a 4-5, yeah. Todd with 10s. D-Dom, work plus play plus grad school equals no sleep. No sleep.
I think this might be our last game, our last hand.
Yes. I believe so. Yes. Excellent. Excellent.
I mean, you gotta get working on those 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much for joining us. We stream now every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tell your friends, tell your family. Retweet me. We are back on Monday, I believe. What is the 22nd? 5-5 no limit hold'em. 5-5 no limit hold'em on Wednesday, and then next Friday is our $1,000 or $1,100 single table satellite buy-in.
And that's gonna be a really good.
Huge. It's gonna be huge. Follow me on Twitter, angry_Polak. And are you even on Twitter?
Yep, at MasterC707.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So, right there.
And we will see you next week. Peace out.
All right. Bye there, everybody. Thanks.